Oh, excuse me. Good evening, Internet. It's Wednesday, so we're going to play some video games very poorly for about an hour, hour and a half, and then potentially open it up to you guys to talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Bob, welcome. How are you doing, sir?
Cheers, Ike.
Cheers. I need to open a new can. This one's almost gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get one in a second.
Speaking of opening a new can, we have a new sponsor for this episode for this show. It is the SWF energy drink. We're gonna play their little commercial really quick.
Awesome.
Got a thirst the size of an ocean? Get SWF Energy. Our new serious strawberry flavor packs a punch that keeps you going all day long. No matter the challenge, SWF Energy is here to fuel your serious side. Dive in and quench your thirst with a burst of unstoppable energy. Get yours today. Available exclusively at the concession stand. Nutrition facts serving size, 1 can, 12 ounces. Calories, 1,327% of daily recommended joy. Sugars, 9 grams, only on Wednesdays. Caffeine, 500 milligrams more than you should ever have. Mystery ingredients, 3.5%, we're still figuring out what they do. Unicorn tears, 0.001%. Artificial flavors, 120% of what you never knew you wanted. Gluten-free, dairy-free, sense-free. Health warnings. May cause spontaneous breakdancing. Do not consume while operating heavy machinery or light machinery. Side effects may include uncontrollable giggling, extreme eyebrow raising, and irrational ear tickles. Consult your doctor to begin seeing double, triple, or cartoon characters in real life. Keep out of reach of small animals, big animals, and anyone who reads the ingredients. Not recommended for use during thunderstorm, underwater, or in space. May or may not turn your tongue seriously strawberry pink.
That obviously explains what's wrong with Outlaw.
Yes, exactly. I love how hokey it looks. Like literally, here, check this out. It's a blue monster that I just put tape on it. I just put tape
Nice.
on it, and then I put the SWF sticker on top of that. And
It's
literally, I'm
perfect.
just holding it in front of the green screen like this. Well, probably never open that can, but I just think it's funny. I might open it and drink it on the show the next time we do a show.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Well, I think it'll be funny for a gag. But here, do you want to listen to the nutrition facts real quick, non sped up?
Yeah. Let's hear this.
I've got nutrition facts and health warnings. Let me pull
Nutrition
both of
facts
those.
serving size, 1 can, 12 ounces. Calories, 1,327% of your daily recommended joy. Sugars, 9 grams, but only on Wednesdays. Caffeine, 500 milligrams more than you should ever have. Mystery ingredients, 3.5%, we're still figuring out what they do. Unicorn tears, 0.001%. Artificial flavorings, 120% of what you never knew you wanted. Gluten-free, dairy-free, sense-free. Health warnings. May cause spontaneous breakdancing. Do not consume while operating heavy machinery or light machinery. Side effects may include uncontrollable giggling, extreme eyebrow raising, and an irrational fear of pickles. Consult your doctor if you begin seeing double, triple, or cartoon characters in real life. Keep out of reach of small animals, big animals, and anyone who reads the ingredients. Not recommended for use during a thunderstorm, underwater, or in space. May or may not turn your tongue seriously strawberry pink. Nutrition.
That's awesome.
Oh man,
I like the 3.7% of we have no idea what it is.
we're still trying to figure out what it does. The mystery ingredients. 3.7% are the mystery ingredients. We're still trying to figure out what they do. And then there's 0.001% unicorn tears.
That's great. Let's say hi to the streamer.
We might
Zachariah.
mess with coffee in a minute. While you're going through that, there's a really big video game release for next week, and I'm going to try to get a copy of it. I need to figure out how we're going to do that, but I'm going to full screen this real quick. I'm going to play the release date trailer for Squirrel with a Gun.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about this one.
That gets released this next week. Hey, Rusty, welcome. This game looks so stupid. I love it.
It looks awesome.
I love when he has the rocket launcher. He sticks it on the guy's head. Yeah, this one. Sticks it on the guy's head.
Yeah.
I gotta answer this phone call really quick.
Go ahead. I'll catch up there. I was gonna say, Hi, Roger. Thanks for stopping by. And hi, Kelly. They're still playing the game. You know what? I was gonna say,
Sorry about that.
Opportunity.
I had to answer that call. Am I still here? Am I on? Yeah, I am. So
Yeah.
What do you, Bob? You think we should play that at some point?
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, the other thing that's coming out next week, and I'm really excited about, they're making a movie about Ronald Reagan. And it comes out. They made a movie about Ronald Reagan. It comes out next week. It's got Dennis Quaid as Ronald Reagan, and it comes out next week. And I'm kind of excited for it. So we're gonna watch the trailer for that really quick.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer.
John Voight is in it too.
There's nothing a retired governor can do about the Soviets, but a president, now he can do a thing or two.
Welcome to your life.
I was a lifeguard on a river,
There's no turning back.
and I learned how to read the currents.
Well, they have his
Not
assassination
just the
attempt
ones
in
on
there.
the surface, but also the ones deep underneath the water.
I am about to start the biggest war of this century, and I'm not going to fire a single shot.
You're gonna blow up 8 years of diplomacy.
Well, if you think that got their undies in a wad, you just wait.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight.
Hey, Ella!
Who's playing Nancy?
We're probably going to get in trouble for the song that's playing, so I'm going to stop it here for a minute. Who's playing Nancy? Is it Penelope something?
Is that Annette Bening?
It might be. Penelope Ann Miller, I think is her name. Playing Nancy.
I was gonna say,
But-
'cause she looks pretty. She looks just like playing Nancy.
Yeah. Like I think Dennis Quaid does a great job, at least in the trailer, as Reagan. And this is the scene where he says, "Gorbachev, tear down this wall."
Yeah, looks like a good movie. Yeah, taking down the Soviets without being a fight.
My dad was telling me a story. So back when he was in the military, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
I know what he did for the military.
Well, I'll just make it quick. The beginning of the movie, what is it? War Games. You know, the guys that stick the keys in, they're about to push them. That's kind of it's essentially what my dad did in the military. And the day, it was night for them, but the day that Ronald Reagan was getting sworn in as president, my dad was there at the Central Command for his job. He wasn't on duty, but he was there because everybody was excited. Everything was exciting because he literally told them I think there were hostages that Reagan said, if you don't release these hostages, we will nuke you. And they were watching on one TV. They had a feed of the president getting inaugurated, and on another television, they had a live feed of the hostages getting loaded into an airplane.
Was that in Iran or whatever the hell it was?
Yeah, I think it was the Iran Contra thing or whatever that one was. The other thing that he told me, which was really interesting,
were the hostages.
Yeah. Like the movie Argo was about that. I think that's the same one. But my dad was telling me something really interesting, that we weren't aiming our nukes at any place in particular in Russia. Everybody's contingency for starting nuclear war was nuking Germany. They were going to nuke Germany because Germany was just out of World War II, like 20 years out of World War II, and nobody gave a shit about them. And so, like, literally everybody had their nukes pointed at Germany during that time.
Really? I did not know that. I thought we were just going to nuke
I
Russia.
didn't either. It's interesting.
I think
there was
also still
specifically
pointed at Germany.
Probably. I think there was specifically a valley in Germany that they aimed them at because the fallout would be a lot less for like collateral damage for other places.
For other countries. Yeah.
Yeah. One more thing before we get
for
started.
Poland.
Yes, exactly. One more thing before we get started. Today is the 32nd anniversary of the start of the siege on Ruby Ridge.
That's right.
So August 21st, deputies of the United States Marshal's Service came to arrest Randy Weaver under a bench warrant for his failure to appear on federal firearms charges. They killed his son and they killed his dog. First, they killed his son's dog, and then his son shot at them, killed one of the agents, and then they killed Randy Weaver's son.
Yep.
And then later on, they killed Randy Weaver's wife in cold blood while she was holding a child. And the guy got off scot-free. In fact, they actually celebrated him and gave him a medal for it.
Yeah, then that was his daughter, right?
That was his wife. The only two people that died from his family, was his son and his wife. He got hit, and I think his friend got hit, but left from the compound early. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, welcome. But I really want to see the Reagan movie. There's also speaking of the Reagan movie, there's a made-for-TV movie about Ruby Ridge that has Laura Dern in it as Randy Weaver's wife. It's got what's the girl that played Mary Jane in the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire? Kirsten Dunst. It's got Kirsten Dunst in it. Guess who plays Randy Weaver?
I don't know.
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid?
Yeah, Cousin Eddie from fucking Christmas Vacation plays Randy Weaver in a made-for-TV movie about the Ruby Ridge standoff. I have a copy of it. It's not very good.
I think I might have even watched that.
I tried to watch it. It looks like a 1990s made-for-TV movie. It's like the whole 4:3 aspect ratio, like interlaced scan lines and everything. Yeah.
All right. Let me get a beer.
Before we start here. All right, we're 60 minutes in. While you're getting a beer, I'm going to get this game pulled up so people can watch me play it really poorly for like another 45 minutes, and then we'll talk about more Ruby Ridge bullshit shenanigans. Let me move this over here. We can remove that. Stop sharing screen. We're going to get this pulled up. Kebab the movie. Yeah, that's a thing we could probably work on. Hey, welcome over to my channel, Vanessa. We already celebrated 500 subscribers because we were at 500 subscribers. Fucking YouTube pulled a fucking bullshit on us, and now we're down to 496. So
that means we get to have another 500 party. Fuck them.
Yeah, we get to celebrate 500 a second time.
Yeah, they did that to me too at 300.
Yeah. Well, hopefully because of the wrestling. Hopefully because of the wrestling thing, we'll gain it sooner than later. But also, I still need 1,000 watch hours to get monetization.
That's a tough one, but you.
Well, no, that wouldn't be too hard. Already. What we might do is just do a 24-hour live stream and just say, hey, everybody, just leave this running. I don't care what we're talking about. Just leave it running. We can hopefully get this 1,000 watch hours.
I mean, how close are you?
We need 3,000 total, but we're at 2,000.
Okay. God damn it.
Oh, what the fuck? Why did that not let me share that screen? Okay, there we go. Add to stage. There we go. Okay, let's see if this works. I forgot where we were.
I think it'll come back though.
Callie Ford, I don't give a shit about Handig. I don't give a shit about the Cowboys. They can suck all they want. Oh, God, fucking spiders. Why does it always have to be spiders?
Big spiders, too. I think we're in that big new open area, right?
Yes, we just
think I
got to
remember
this
now.
area. We haven't been here. We haven't been here yet.
We got the revisit, don't we? Don't we pick that
Yes,
up?
we did. Yeah, we did last time. So we go over here. I think we push X. We can dive. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, like I said last time, there's always a lot of shit that down underwater.
I don't think there's anything in this specific little area here, but we're gonna go fight some fucking stupid ass fucking spiders, or whatever the hell these things are.
Big ass spiders.
Yeah, they're gonna. This is not gonna be terrible at all. Jump off, you stupid retard! God damn it! Try to fight him.
Not a bad strategy.
Don't make me flat. What does that even mean? Let's see if this works. Go! Oh, he just headbutted that one.
Nice. Is Phil in here?
No, apparently Phil's at work. He's what Callie's saying is Phil's working. I think Phil's working late. That's why he did a late show last night, and so he's probably at work. Just kind of has it up on his screen. Because from what I can tell, what he does at work is just waits around a lot of the time.
I guess that's what you do when you film, right?
Oh no, he's like what, a Teamster or whatever that is. So he drives a truck. So he literally drives the set, pulls things off of it, waits, puts it back on, drives away.
I didn't know that's what he does. Was the union?
That's what I got. That's what I've gathered from what he does. Maybe if he shows up later.
It's a possibility. Three of them.
I hate this. I think I even have it on easy.
Get that one in the back, Ike. You already got it. That guy, right there. That's your weakest one.
No, you stupid fucking... I'm getting off of this. Fuck me.
BD!
Now they're having an orgy.
They're glitched over here. Jump up and slash at them.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get this so I can get them without having to do anything.
Right. It's good. It's three of them, so you don't want to.
Yeah, I need to isolate them.
I'm getting a jump down attacks.
I don't think I have any attacks like that.
They're having fun with it.
I wonder if I can do I can't. Hold on. I don't have like a jump and then a big attack.
There's usually one that lets you lock onto them, right?
I can't push it off that fucking ledge. That's retarded.
That's your weakest one over there in that corner.
And then the stupid slug thing comes out. I wonder if I can run that way real quick. There's a thing over there I can go grab. I think I'm just overthinking this. It's a good thing Jimmy's not here.
He's still playing. They're still playing the game.
I lost the game.
They're doing something cool this time around. Instead of picking the right answers, they all got to try to pick what she's going to answer. So you got to figure out if she's stupid.
Oh, so they're not trying to pick the right answer. They're just trying to pick out what answer she thinks.
Yeah. So like all 5 of them could play. I was playing from the chat too.
So eventually they're just going to forget that I can do a jump X attack on them. I went from 6 to 2 people. I don't care. Okay, where's that slug thing? There's the slug thing. Got it.
Nice.
Oh shit! I wanted to climb that! Let me climb it! Holy shit. I've already been here once.
Or something over there.
Help me, BD.
Ah! I hate this thing.
That's the weak one.
Let me kill you! Son of a bitch.
I didn't see any.
Fucking retard! God damn it. What the fuck is happening here? I hate all of this. Are you fucking serious right now? Let me run away from this guy.
The ones with the low health know they have low health. They're just fucking
Bob, I
running
know
from you.
exactly what you're talking about, and it's kind of hard to just single one of these fuckers out.
I know.
This is so fucking annoying. I'm so pissed off because now I'm almost dead. What's the button to freeze them? That actually might help. Got that one. Okay, he's dead.
Nice.
Now I'm almost dead.
Help, please.
And I'm almost out of fucking bullshit. Fucking. Fucking god damn it. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we're going over here. Fuck this, guys. Come on. Oh, I should have fucking gotten that, you stupid goddamn game.
BD, I need help.
Oh my god, are you fucking
Help me,
serious? I hit you before you hit me, you stupid goddamn.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That fight should not have been that hard.
No, it shouldn't have been. I fucking hate this game so much. Hey, James, welcome. JR, welcome as well. And now I'm out of these deals. Can I open this one yet?
Oh, I'm in the. Oh, they must be. They must be in my chair.
There was something in there.
Oh, great. New poncho.
All that for a poncho.
Come on, BD.
Oh, BD wanted me to scan something.
Hi, James.
I think Reese is gonna like this one. Let's just hope it doesn't get too tall.
Oh, did you pick up a seed?
Yeah, I did. Ooh, an echo. I think that gives us XP, doesn't it?
Should.
This stormtrooper was dragged here by some type of creature.
Oh,
It's
God.
scary out there, BD.
All right, well, looks like that's all we use this for. Okay, so there's a bouncy thingy there. Oh, another deal that we can scan.
What's this? Yeah, let me see.
Now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go up here. And there's like a slug thing that's gonna try to kill me here, and I'm probably gonna die. Because I suck at this game so hard. That's the one I want. I want freeze. Got him.
Okay.
Right now, we're almost dead.
Let's look.
We're gonna jump on that thing. See where that sends us.
Thanks, BD.
Come check your map.
Or whatever's up here. More of these fuckers. Oh, no, don't care about that anymore. We're gonna go jump on this thing. How is the game? Is it running well for you guys? Is it like laggy? It looks like it's fine.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Sensing an echo.
For generations, the Wookiees made a pilgrimage to the top. The tree guided them.
Is that all that was up here? Was that bullshit? You fucking serious? Is that it?
That looks like it.
We gotta go the other direction now. What I might do is I'm thinking about just going and meditating and then just running past all these guys and going to the new area.
You definitely need to power up.
Yeah, I'm gonna meditate and then god damn it. This is why we can't have nice things. Also, I have a new skill point, which means I could potentially go buy something, but I'm not going to because I want two things, because I want to get more stuff.
Yeah, I think we're waiting on a double skill point one.
Yeah. So we climb up here, run past these guys, and just don't give a shit. Go, go, go! Ah, fuck me! Yeah! And we just go this way. Now we're here. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go get another beer here in a second. I only have 6 beers. I'm kind of pissed off about it. Kind of reminds me of a Simpsons gag. It's like, Homer, I'm a little worried about our beer situation. After this case and the next case, we only have 5 cases left.
Yeah, Barney's right. We should go get more beer. Actually, my buddy sent me a picture of the back of his pickup truck. 4 cases, 4 30 packs of High Life for the weekend.
For your trip?
Yeah. He's like, they're on sale.
Oh, good.
For 15. He's like, they're on sale for $15. I'm like, nice.
So I'm actually, I've been going onto Facebook and they do like a today in your history and your timeline kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
It was during the eclipse, like what was that, 7 years ago? That we had the eclipse come through Oregon. My friend had a beach house. Her aunt had a beach house, and we stayed at the beach house in the path of totality. So we had like 5 people in this beach house. We went to Costco and bought 3 Kirkland brand 18 packs of beer. We went through that in one day.
I was gonna say it's probably not enough.
No, it wasn't enough. We had to go get more.
Yeah, you know what? He also sent me to the. He asked me to pick up because last year I brought like a bunch of French bread, like extra long, 4-foot things of French bread. And everybody was like, "Where'd you get the bag of dicks, Bobo?" So he texts me. He's like, hey, get some bread from that bread company. So I got like 20 feet of French bread, like for the trip.
Oh, I did that wrong. Completely wrong. They're baguette dicks.
Well, you know, the good thing is the couple of guys like actually one of their hobbies is like cooking and grilling and barbecuing. So we eat good out there.
Oh, God damn it.
Think you need to make a second jump there. Yeah, the check liver light is gonna be on after the trip.
Check liver.
Yeah,
that's funny. Isn't that? Whoa! Some sort of spider monkey.
Shh.
Oh, geez.
You don't know if it's friendly.
Oh,
That's the thing that took down the Night Sister.
I forgot about this guy.
I remember this part.
So, a question for chat and a question for Bob: should we buy a copy of Star Wars Outlaws to play it, even though it's going to be a total garbage fire?
No, don't buy it. Don't give them your money. Yes, that is a fuck ton of bread. It's 20 feet of bread.
I was going to see about getting it through illicit means.
Oh,
Why are you not paying your money for it, Ike?
What was that, Bob?
We can see how bad it is. So as long as you're not paying money for it.
Yeah, if I'm not paying money for it, I don't care. Oh, I remember this part.
Isn't the bird like injured and you gotta heal it?
Yeah, something like that. Whoa! Crazy! We went into like the Force realm or whatever the fuck the thing is.
Cutscene. Oh, new power. Double jump.
We're learning a new skill.
Get up.
It's the double jump.
just keep failing, Master.
Do you?
He sounds like a whiny little
Keep
bitch
failing.
like Mark
Keep
Hamill.
getting back up. That is the only way to succeed. Do not allow yourself to be weighed down by ego and pretense.
I saw his name was Jaro Tarpol or whatever, and I read it as Jethro Tull because I was listening to Jethro Tull earlier.
The question is, why were you listening to Jethro Tull?
Because I was watching there's a radio show I listened to. I listened to their VOD, and they do this thing called the Friday Five, and so I was listening to their episode from last week, and Jethro Tull was something that they were playing on there.
Oh, okay.
But Classical Gas is fucking amazing.
I haven't heard Jethro Tull in years.
I think Jethro Tull did Classical Gas.
Let go of what you fear to lose and rise up. Now, again. Good. Now reach my position. You can do it.
Got him!
Just gotta keep getting back up, Edie. As long as we get back up, we're still in this fight.
Ooh, the double jump is a game
Found me
changer
back
here.
to where I was before,
It totally
Purge,
is.
before Master T'Pol died.
This like opens up all the other worlds too.
Oh,
The-
I also have new skills available to purchase on the skill tree.
Sweet. Put a whole
So
other
I've got-
tree lit up.
I've got Precision Evade. It looks like they've added delay combo. Hold on. I think this is one. Lightsaber Mastery. Increase all lightsaber damage. That's good. Oh, yeah, that's the one I want. The throw. The Whirlwind Throw. 2 skill points. You throw it and it comes back.
Yeah.
And there's also this is a different lightsaber throw, which is 3 skill points. This one's the power throw, which is 2 skill points. We've got Ultimate Force Attunement, which is Cal's maximum force increased. Excuse me. We got grasping pull. Let's see, hold them. Howling pull, a powerful pull that yanks groups of enemies towards Cal, and then the howling push. Okay, wow, that's a lot of shit available.
I would open up that first throw.
I don't have it yet. I don't have enough yet. You're talking about this one here, or the one that costs? Okay, none of them I can do yet. I only have one skill point. I need at least 2 to do this the whirlwind one, because that's the one I want. I want to do that one. I need at least 2. We're not even close to getting that.
Yeah, because you definitely want to get a ranged attack.
I'm gonna have to go get another beer here in a second.
I'll catch up on chat.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. I'll be right back.
Oh, good, your cat recovered. Nice. Yeah, that's
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It only cost me $21 for 5 4-foot rows, so it wasn't bad. Cheap games.
Don't support chat games? I don't know what that means.
You mean cheap? Hey, are you been here all the time? I noticed you, sir.
I can barely hear you, Bob.
That's because of my mic moved away. Sorry, I was catching up on chat.
I don't know if I was supposed to go that way. Take a drink.
Meow.
Meow.
I got to do it twice. Give me a second. I accidentally fucked up.
Meow.
There we go. Oh, there we go. I got to do that double jump here.
Yep. Yeah, they're just going to take you higher and higher, if I'm not mistaken.
It's hurt. Think we can help it?
Hey, I'm trying to do a thing here. Calm down.
I understand. This tree connects the core of the planet to the sky.
I need to do
Those are new
block.
enemies too, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't fought these yet.
Can I get a stim, PD?
Yeah.
Good work, PD.
Oh, I should have scanned them. You're right. Too late.
Yeah, it looks like you just keep going higher and higher on this tree.
Take me higher. Oh wait, Creed. Ooh, there's a chest over there.
I think
Probably not one that I care about.
no, the only good ones are the yellow ones.
Well, then there's also an echo over here too.
Yes. Let's take a look.
Oh, I got a Kashyyyk poncho.
Oh, sweet.
How do I jump off of this?
We're gonna drink. That's what's gonna happen.
This fell from a Wookiee as they climbed the tree. Some type of test.
Nope.
Wow.
If I jumped the other direction, it would have been a drink.
You should have scanned them while you were down there.
Oh shit, you're right. Too late. was guessing if I could grab onto that. Is this that big goddamn tree from fucking Avatar?
Yeah, right.
That movie was so fucking terrible.
I thought it was pretty good. Right?
From the Clone Wars.
Avatar was not good.
War never ended here.
It's like
Everything
fucking
we did any of it matter?
groundbreaking, Ike.
Hold on. It was a beautiful tech demo. The storyline was terrible. The acting was shit. The animation was terrible too. It looked beautiful though. Dances with Fern Gully. There was I was talking to an old high school friend of mine. We were talking about Avatar when it came out. I'm like, yeah, Avatar sucked. And he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You're a conservative. Yeah, I know you wouldn't like it because of the like pro like environmentalism bullshit in it. I'm like, no, it's because I know what a good movie is. The movie was so fucking terrible. The storyline was shit. The acting was shit. It just wasn't a good movie. Oh, good. We've got another spot we can do one of these at. It means that something big's going to be happening.
Yep.
All right, we're halfway to another skill point. So we might go kill a few things, regen, and then kill a few more things.
I'll kind of farm it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, let's farm it.
I hate killing hard things to kill, though.
You just start blocking, you wouldn't be so bad.
So I just came in I just started blasting.
Meow.
I like how Bob
that one.
sighs when that happens.
I don't have that much vodka. Like,
I
was gonna say, I don't think it's supposed to go that way.
This bird might be the
I'm
last of
totally
its kind.
supposed to go this way.
There you go.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ah!
No!
Meow.
Oh, no!
Everybody in the chat.
Why?
Everybody in the chat drink for that one. Ike should have had that one.
Did I already push the button?
Yeah.
I've already fucked it up. No. Wow!
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
That's why
Thank
that
you.
save point is there.
It's exactly why that save point is there, because they're trying to teach you how to use that double jump in the most retarded way possible.
Right. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a boss fight up here? You just gotta fight one of the
I think
sisters.
so. Where's the longest Johns? Wherever the hell they want to be. I don't know. Oh, Jesus.
Meow.
No, there's
Yeah,
a thing.
James makes a good point there. He goes, I mean, it doesn't look a lot much different from Hogwarts Academy.
Meow.
Yeah, because I suck at that one too. QTE!
Is it a quick time event?
We have to be careful. I don't want to
Literally
spook
what this is.
Hey, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. We're friends, understand? Friends.
Friendo, call it
okay.
friendo. I got a robot dick in you.
We need to remove it. This is gonna hurt, okay? I'm sorry.
Does he get force healing abilities?
Thanks, BD.
No, but he does use his stim.
What did it have in there?
It's the stim pack. He used the same thing he uses to heal himself.
It's the least we could do.
Oh, you want to know something exciting? They canceled The Acolyte. There is not going to be a second season of The Acolyte.
Oh, that happened a couple days ago. God, that brighter broad. Oh, she is the ugliest woman I've ever
She's also the fucking
seen.
worst. We're talking about Leslie Headland, Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant.
Is that the broad with the glasses?
Yep.
What's this?
She is the most unattractive woman I've ever seen in my life.
Well, she's
Like,
also a
I
lesbian.
wouldn't.
Got something?
I wouldn't bang her with a stolen dick.
My friend.
She's also a
Never
lesbian,
have
so
I seen a view more exquisite.
You know what she looks like? She looks like one of those lesbians that's an abuser.
yeah. She also
You know,
hired her wife. She also hired her wife to play one of the main antagonists in the series.
Yeah, I'm sure she beats her, like physically.
Yeah, Baldy
beats her.
McBaldface. Yeah. How the fuck? Where
Yeah.
the fuck do I go from here?
Check your map.
Probably this
bro.
way. No, it's this way where the fucking thing is sitting, and I get to ride on it. Apparently, I get to ride the penis-shaded, penis-coated giant bird monster. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like a giant dick.
I'm not seeing it. Sorry.
It's like flesh-colored and everything.
Giving us a lift?
Yeah, it's a cool cutscene. I remember. Damn it, I need a beer too.
There's still so much the Empire hasn't touched.
You are not wrong. Thanks, James. Bingo.
Oh, cock, you're not wrong.
I wish this was on better graphics settings because this would have looked a lot better if I wasn't trying to stream it.
It looks pretty cool in the YouTube.
I think I have it on like medium. Hey, anime, welcome.
What's up, anime?
We're playing video games poorly, and then eventually, in maybe about 20 minutes, we'll open up for a panel discussion. We can talk about whatever the fuck anybody wants to talk about.
I wonder if those guys are still
That might
do
be.
the porn game thing.
We're definitely not talking about what happened last night.
Let's check it out. Yeah? Let me see.
I vaguely remember last night.
Yeah. And so does half the people that were involved. So
I remember packing my bags.
because I actually called Soldier Girl and I'm like, hey, did you have fun last night? She's like, oh no, what did I do? And then I described some of what happened, and she's like, oh shit, that's why I have a massive headache.
I forgot what she did either. But it's kind of like when you text me
half the time. You weren't there half the time.
Yeah, right. I was
literally
like when you text
Looking for something?
I was literally only in the stream for like maybe 2 minutes.
But it's like when you text me after one of the wrestling nights, it's like, who won the match last night? I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember everything after match 2.
At last, I found my quarry. The
Hey,
Astrium,
Outlaw!
used by the Cepho sages millennia
Hey,
ago.
Outlaw. Are they done over a Billy stream?
Let's drop that invite link at least onto Gilded, so anybody there can hop in, and then maybe in like 20 minutes we'll pop it into the chat.
You know what? Popping it into Gilded, because if Outlaw's here, then means Billy's probably done, and Jimmy's probably here.
Yep, there it is. Okay, I just dropped it into the Gilded for you guys.
I hold in my hand a piece of galactic history. Oh, I will never be able to thank Tarful enough. Do you know what this means, my friend? No need to return to Dathomir. Darkness clouded every attempt at finding the Astrium inside Kujit's tomb, but the Force has provided a new path.
Kujit's tomb.
Bob's away, so give me 2 seconds here. Add you to stage. There we go. How's it going, sir?
Hey, what's going on?
You saw the SWF energy commercial, right?
Oh, that's so perfect, dude.
Did you see the revised version?
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm like, I've got stickers. I could just make a full-on can.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's literally just a low-carb monster.
That's perfect. I love it. Callie,
So-
I'm eating a turkey pot pie myself.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Ooh, Callie. Got one going right now in the toaster oven.
Oh man, have you ever tried one in an air fryer? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I got going right now.
Oh, you're right. Technically, an air fryer is a convection oven, not necessarily a toaster. Oh, Sean's here. Hold on. Let's pop him in because Bob's going to be a minute. Welcome, sir.
Hello there.
Why, hello there.
Yeah, Billy's stream, I was a little tired of listening to
Oh, sorry.
dumb bimbos.
Say that one more time.
My brain started to hurt listening to all the dumb bimbos on Billy's stream.
Oh.
I
The
so
Are You
wanted
Smarter
to
Than a porn star.
play that, Sean.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
gonna hurt your brain.
It did.
do
No,
it.
I did.
They're still going, by the way.
They're still
I did
going.
too.
James,
Yes,
technically
because
speaking,
they made up a new game mode, so they're gonna guess what the dumb bimbo is going to say, and not what the correct answer is.
Yeah. No, I was there for that. But they're still going with that?
They're still going
James-
with that, with the same girl.
really quick, James, this is not a Hogwarts ripoff. This came out before Hogwarts did. So technically speaking, they ripped this off, but this is all just a ripoff of what's the name of that
Souls.
game? Dark Souls. This is all a ripoff of Dark
Well-
Souls anyway. But Hogwarts is kind of a mixture of the two.
Well, Sean, I wanted to join too, but I joined up with him for like 5 seconds and
Let me turn this down so you guys can
What was
talk.
that?
I can still play.
The
The game's going.
You had to
Well,
be
he
a
was
past
like-
winner to join that one.
right. That's what they told me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I just left.
Yeah, it was a champions round.
Yeah, that's why I was playing in the chat. That's
What,
over
Rocky?
here listening.
Found you again.
You're already starting shit, Rocky.
I don't know
What?
what's got second sister thinking you're so
No.
important. She likes her souvenirs, but I'm not in it for the memories, and honestly, you're not worth my time. So let's make this quick.
Oh god, this is gonna be fun.
Scared of getting burned? That was nothing.
I think they cast the wrong voice actor for that character.
It's supposed to be a woman. They did that on purpose.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't seem to fit.
Well, because they're second sisters, they're supposed to be women, and you're right. They should have used Gorlock the Destroyer. And Gorlock sounds like Jabba the Hutt, right? In all the memes.
Yeah. Well, James, I mean, you know, when you have people that don't respect the Lord, you know, and you get people that work on the project that get hired as diversity hires that want to change shit and retcon stuff.
Just like the Acolyte, which isn't going to get a second season, and there's a huge sigh of relief.
You know,
Like
a
bunch of bad guys were silenced.
As a fan, a lifelong fan of Cowboy Bebop, and I'm still salty about that.
Sucked.
Oh, it did. I couldn't finish it. I tried really hard, but just like what is it, Death Note? The live action Death Note that Netflix did? That was so horrible.
There was also a live action movie too that came out. Oh, speaking of Death Note, I've got something funny here. I was making stickers for my SWF notebook, and I put a Death Note on the back.
Cool.
Yeah, what is it? There's a short of a girl going up to like one of her favorite mangekos or manga artists, and he signs it, and then he flips it over to give it back to her and sees the Death Note on it.
My favorite one is it's on one of those like random people run into random people like live stream things with cameras, and it's like, how do you spell your name? And then he closes it. It's the Death Note book.
Well, James, you've got to have people that, you know, are diehard fans, people that have wild imaginations, that knows how to keep the lore perfect and straight up. You know, they know the series inside and out.
Well, yes and no. The one thing that they did, one of the major things they did wrong with the Acolyte was they were like, we need to have somebody that doesn't know the lore to help write this. I'm like, no, you don't. You need people. You just need to do what you're supposed to be doing. You need to do what's expected and not do anything else, because if you do anything else, it's going to suck and people are going to fucking hate it. And then they also have people on that literally hate the fans. They literally hate the original fans. They're like, they're a bunch of misogynistic assholes. They're all men. They're dude bros. We're making this for the women. You're supposed to make it for everybody. Star Wars is literally for everybody. And if you follow the show as it was written that got us all to be fans in the first place, nobody's going to hate it.
Right. I was speaking about
female leads in Leia, and well, I don't know if Padme was that great of a female character, but
still better than Rey.
Oh yeah, much better than Rey.
But I was speaking about Cowboy Bebop. But yeah, I know what you mean.
She looked great in that white jumpsuit.
You need people. You need people that study the lore like it's their life. You need people that knows how to cosplay perfectly, that knows how to go the extra mile to be creative and imaginative. You want people that, you know, studies it inside and out because they love anime, they're passionate. You don't hire diversity hires just for the sake of having a black woman or a white woman or minority or whatever on the panel. No, it's not what you do.
Doing good, Ike.
Y'all know this.
Don't jinx it, Bob.
Speedy, here.
Yeah, who the fuck is going to sit there and watch a property and literally be blamed for why it fails, you know, simply because of the color of your skin or genitalia? Like, who's going to sit there and support that crowd?
Nice break.
Well, they do.
Because they're fucking stupid. It's the same thing with
comic
NASCAR.
books now too. They're also doing it with comic books. They're like, we're going to write something that's going to be terrible, and if you hate it because it was written by a woman of color, you must hate women and black people. And it's people hate it for legitimate reasons, but shit, fuck me.
But you know what? Everybody who is bitching and whining about it, if they had gotten their Disney Plus subscription and watched it, it probably would get a second season. Because all the whiners never watched it.
There you go. Get in there.
Yeah,
They
all of
do
the
that
people,
on
all the people that are
purpose.
making it for all the people that are making it for don't actually watch the content. They don't like the
Nope.
lore. They don't like the backstory. They don't like the extended universe. They don't like any of that stuff. These are just the people that are like, you don't have enough women in your show. Okay, are you going to watch it? No, but you don't have enough women in your show, and so they're catering towards that demographic. The people that aren't going to watch the show but are going to complain that there aren't enough women in it. And so, like, just let us enjoy our shit and go away. Make your own shit that has the stuff that you want in it. Stop making our shit terrible when you can make your own terrible shit.
All right, guys, you're breaking like concentration here. He's almost got this. Let him finish the fight here.
Oh, I bet that hurts.
Oh, fuck me!
No, Ike, I will not fuck
Opening.
you.
I don't have time.
He's good.
Oh, son of a bitch. Did you say he? How do you know how she identifies?
I don't care.
It's a woman because it's a second sister.
Who cares? Watch out.
Almost. Oh, they got me. X. Got him!
Nice, there.
Got him! Ha! Yes!
Oh, you got an achievement, Ike.
I got my Chivos!
Being an Inquisitor taught me no setback is too great.
Oh, that's a ninth sister, not a
You've
second
already lost
sister.
yourself. A limb's easy.
Oh, no.
You know, I was a Jedi. It'd be fun to bring you in. Watch you crack like the rest of us.
Oh, we get to fight him some more?
Angers you.
Yeah.
Jesus
Just wait
tits.
till the isolation, torture, mutilation, and your breath. I won't let you touch them.
Looks like Shrek had sex with a banana.
Yeah, it's a horrible looking character.
Good. Let your anger.
Well, y'all know they do that on purpose, right? They intentionally cater to that crowd of people so that they'll get the reaction out of us naysayers that they know they're going to get, or they'll have an excuse.
I thought you were dead.
What do we name the penis dragon? I'm gonna name the penis dragon. What? Oh shit! I'm trying to come up with a name. We'll call it Richard. The penis dragon's name is Richard.
Big dick.
Yeah, big dick. Yeah.
Big dick.
Dig Mick.
Dig Mick. Yes. I think we're almost at a spot where we can call it a night on the game. Maybe right now would be a good time.
Did you get a skill point?
No.
Should have got one.
Yes, I do have a skill point. We're gonna rest.
Get
and
your
then we'll
Mortal
get
One
the
throw.
skill tree. We're gonna
Get your
fucking
Mortal
go
One
grab
throw.
that real quick, kids.
And go practice it so you remember it.
Bob,
Before
you shut
we
your
shut
whore
it
mouth.
Ike, you dirty pirate hooker.
Look, they know that people don't accept that stuff. They know that a majority of the audience is not that. That's basic marketing 101. Always cater to your market audience. If your market audience is not a majority gay or lesbian or minority, yet you're pandering to it intentionally, they already know that people don't identify that way in the majority. So it gives them a built-in excuse to get to blame the folks they want to blame. It's simply just a distraction, is all it is.
I'm trying to do it. What do I do? Put YY twice?
I think you gotta have the double lightsaber. Like,
Oh, hold on. There it is. Nice.
That's the throw.
That's the thing. That's it. Do I need to check around? I don't think I've dived. Have I dived in here yet?
I mean, you're talking about Disney, for fuck's sakes. Do you think Disney would be the company that it is if it intentionally pandered to the minorities.
They've been pandering to the minority since the 90s. I like that they have the animation for. I like that they have the animation for BD1 jumping into the thing. The BD1 stays on my fucking shoulder.
I think there's more shit around here too.
There's what?
More shit around here too.
There's a lot of shit around here. All right. I have to pee really bad, so I'm just gonna go back to the meditation room or meditation spot. We'll call it a day for the game, and then I'll post the link if anybody else wants to join. And we can keep talking. We can keep talking about how Disney hates us and the people like us.
I'm gonna go back in and check to see Billy's still going. It's late for him.
Well, a company that makes billions of dollars all over the globe, not just the U.S.
They're still going.
You know, they're not worried about making money here.
The funny part is they pander to these alphabet mafia types and the smallest minority here in America because they can get away with it because that's what they think that their investors want. However, you go to China and you look at the posters, and Flynn or whatever the fuck his name is, the black guy, is the smallest character on the poster. It's even smaller than he was on the American version. They edited a bunch of shit out on Disney Plus in China, so they kowtow to their sensibilities, but they refuse to kowtow to the majority American sensibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just the majority of their audience in general.
Exactly.
But yeah, they took Finn off of most of the posters, I thought.
Yep.
And whatever they could screen him out of, they edited him out.
Yep. Okay, guys, we're dropping a link here.
People don't understand how extremely racist China is.
Oh, yeah.
Asians are some of the most racist people on the fucking planet.
Oh yeah, they are.
Specifically racist towards other Asians. Yeah. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Bob, if you want to pull up what specifically James is saying in chat, I'll be right back.
I mean, again, look at where a majority audience is. It's clearly not the minorities. It's clearly not, gay people, trans people. Therefore, in a normal common sense business setting, you wouldn't pander to that demographic solely like they are. And they know that.
Typically not.
So what they do is because they're such a multi-billion-dollar company with all of these connections spiderwebbed into the rest of the world globally, making their money off other things besides that, they don't have to depend on your money to live paycheck to paycheck like they once had to. So they get to pander and do this shit to you, to have an excuse. They already know that people don't want to see this shit, but it gives their mainstream narrative an excuse, right? If people see it and they're like, oh, we reject this because it's not what we want, they then get to turn around and say, oh, well, we told you were bigoted. We told you were racist. No, you already knew that we didn't want that. So they play on people's stupidity. Very common. Yeah. Very common sense what's happening. And we're not falling for it. Disney can go belly up for all I care. I hate Disney anyway.
Do we know who Warsaw, the American something is?
I just checked his channel.
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
He's got 2K subs.
He's from
He doesn't have any videos, though.
Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah, he's good people.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Warsaw.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Yeah,
Oh, we got an echo.
That's me. My bad.
Echo.
It's all good.
Yeah, you can just call me Patriot, man.
Patriot, okay.
I mean,
let me put on.
Patriot, you might want to mute your YouTube.
I mean,
I
again,
figured it out.
when they study you like lab rats, you know, they poll people. They know what works, what doesn't work. They've done this stuff for over 100 or so years. They know how to make movies. They know how to pander to audiences. Yet they do this shit. It's clearly propaganda. That's literally all this is. You know, Disney can go suck a dick. They can go belly up. I don't support them. Fuck your movies. I can go watch other things.
Pretty sure if they had a chance, they would probably suck a dick because they're pretty gay.
Actually,
Then again,
I can actually back up. I can actually agree with you on that, by the way, Outlaw.
No, they're interested in much other things, like much younger.
I mean, think about it. Disney is a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't just thrive solely on making movies.
Well, most of Disney's profits come from their theme parks and not their movies.
Yeah, they rely on other.
They actually lost billions of dollars from their streaming service.
Oh yeah, Disney Plus is not successful. Look at what happened to Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm. In
There's
fact,
too many streaming options.
Oh my god, they destroyed
the new
Star Trek.
The new Star Wars Outlaws game. You get a special skin for your little rodent character that's your sidekick in that game if you get a Disney Plus subscription.
Hey, grifter's gonna grift.
Let me speak on this. As far as Disney's concerned, I mean, I'm from a different generation than this new weird shit that's coming out. But I remember when Disney first came up with Bug's Life, and
good movie.
I was like, all right, this is all right. But then I started like, okay, now I understand where this is coming from, because there's actually a lot of factual quote of stuff that was actually in that movie. It really dawned on me.
Yep.
I mean, this is like what we're seeing right now in society.
Technically speaking, Bug's Life is not Disney. It was Pixar Disney. And so Pixar was its own production company.
Yeah,
and then Disney was the one that released it. It was before Disney bought Pixar. And John Lasseter ended up becoming the director of Disney Animation.
Yep, but there's a quote. I forget what it was. But it was Hopper, you know, the grasshopper. So,
oh yes, let's pull that quote up, because that's a good.
It's
that's
the
a good,
one where
rant.
if you let the ants overwhelm the hoppers, pretty much.
Yeah, let's find that one. Because there's a YouTube channel I follow. Quite frankly, he uses that in his intro.
Yep. And this is literally what we're seeing in our generation. It's exactly from that quote, and it pretty much shocked me.
I think, yeah, here it is. I found it.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this brain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
Oh shit.
It only takes one.
Here it comes.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay?
It's so the same thing. We're actually witnessing this exact speech right now at the DNC.
Yep. And
Yep.
It's not just
in
the
fucking
DNC.
real life.
Every world's regime, especially from a communist nation, has done that same mindset.
Yeah, just ask the People's Republic of China. It's not a republic at all. They just call it that.
Look at North Korea. Look how fucking poverty people have literally been malnourished to nothing.
Yeah. North Korea.
Yeah, it's kind of like our democracy. It's not a democracy at all.
We're a constitutional republic. And like that, one of the big buzzwords they keep using at the DNC. I've been watching parts of it. One of the big buzzwords is we need to protect our democracy. And
we're not a democracy. We never were. We're a fucking republic.
What's the best way to describe a democracy? It's
a
you have two
mob rules.
You have two
Mob
wolves.
rules.
Hold on, you have two wolves and a sheep, and they all three get to vote on what's for dinner.
Yep.
And a republic is a well-armed sheep.
I think I heard the founding fathers even describe it better. They never even thought of a democracy because they knew that a democracy would fall faster than any other government type at all, because they knew it was mob rule, and once the mob took out the other mob, the mob would fight itself, and then the democracy would kill itself. That's why
Well,
the word democracy is
the northern
never
states
even,
had
ever even in the Constitution.
the northern states had the population advantage over the southern states,
Mm-hmm.
and the southern states refused the original one house legislature because they knew that the North was going to abuse them or take advantage of that advantage. So they created the bicameral system, which gave equal representation in the Senate as a stopgap from mob rule.
That's why we have the checks and balances. That's why we have two houses.
Yeah.
And then we also have the whatever the
SCOTUS.
president, whatever. It's the executive branch and all that stuff. So we have all the checks and balances. The president can put something out, and then it has to pass both the House and the Senate, and it doesn't pass because it's a shitty thing to do in the first place.
The president's got veto power.
Yeah, the South didn't succeed because of slavery. They succeeded because of the 10th Amendment.
Yep.
Because the federal government was imposing
Bob,
its will on the states.
I'm going to turn your mic up if I could a little bit. I know it's set up on automatically adjust, but I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because I'm having a hard time hearing you. Here, go ahead and say something.
Mike.
Patriot. Patriot?
I was gonna say, another checks and balance. I mean, I don't know how it is in
Republic.
other countries, but like in America, we got the legislative, executive, and judicial branch, obviously, in Congress, of course. But we also have the circuits and also the Supreme Court.
Oh, you mean like the Ninth Circus Court of Appeals?
Yeah.
Well, no, we're not counting them, but you get my point. Even the courts are already, kicking out stuff that's unconstitutional from to begin with.
Yes, because they keep the other two branches in check.
Exactly. Like honestly speaking, like these guys were not college educated, most of them, and they were some of the smartest people on the planet that have ever been on this planet. And the way that it was set up is we took it was like piecemeal. We piecemealed this entire system together. It's like we like a little bit of that, we like a little bit of that, just a little bit of that, and it's worked. It's worked. What, 200 years? We're at well over 200 years, 250 years now.
Yep.
Not only were they insanely smart and thought about the future in the what's it called, the Bill of Rights, they wrote in rights to protect from the internet, from fucking assault weapons, machine guns, and besides, back then, even before there was considered a semi-automatic rifle, there was a thing called a puckle gun that was invented by pirates.
We could own a cannon back that time too.
We could still own cannons.
You can own a warship.
According to the Second Amendment, all of us can own pirate ships or privateer ships.
Joe Biden said you can't own a cannon. I literally bought a cannon 3 years ago. I literally own a functioning cannon that they would have used in the Civil War. Not kidding.
The Second Amendment.
No background check either for it.
That the state is supposed to provide the militia with any new tech that comes up, any new arms. They didn't write the word gun, flintlock, swords, knives. The reason why they chose the word arms is very specific, because they knew that technology was going to change.
Yeah, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it really quick. A well-regulated militia, comma, being necessary to the security of a free state, comma, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, comma, shall not be infringed. The commas are the important part of that statement.
Yeah, all the
because
punctuation
one
in
is
it means
a
exactly what it
mission
means.
statement, or was it one says this amendment applies to X group. Next comma is a mission statement for the security of a free state.
Yep, security of a free state.
Comma. Here's the rule about it.
The right of people to keep and bear arms, comma,
shall not be infringed.
So yeah,
And
when people say that whole thing about well, it was designed to help for like the army, for the militia. The people that say that don't understand how sentence structure works.
And they don't understand what well-regulated
military organizations
meant back
worked
then
at the time.
It means well-trained. Well-regulated meant well-trained.
Yeah.
Yep.
It means
Because
it
we did
means
not have a
up-to-date
standing
technology.
army. We didn't have a standing army up until the World War era.
Mm-hmm.
Because
guys.
anytime you needed to,
Rhino is in Billy's chat. Should we rate it?
Yeah, he's been there for a bit.
I don't give a shit about Rhino.
Brownicize Lives Matter.
But yeah, what is it? The people, especially military-age men, were the
I'm
militia.
doing that right now.
We didn't need or have a requirement for a standing army at the time. Maybe a standing navy, but not a standing army. And so the security of a free state was left to people who are not professional soldiers, but will be called upon in case of need.
That's why it said
And-
well-regulated militia, which again, Patriot said well-trained.
Which also means well-regulated militia is that the state is to provide those militia and those citizens with up-to-date whatever technology they have. Also,
That's why we have a state militia.
Read the Fourth Amendment.
Is that the quartering one?
No, that's the third.
Okay, the Constitution of the United States, Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describe the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so you
got
know
to
what?
be very specific.
You know what that means? No, they actually kind of left this very open. They didn't know that our founding fathers didn't know that we would have the internet. Fucking 150 years later. But this clause protects your cell phone, your digital data,
Yes, exactly.
anything.
But this also comes into effect with the TSA, and the way that the government gets around the TSA being able to take people's shit is the TSA is not a government body. The TSA is governed by the government, but they're a private company, and so it's fucked up. And so you can actually get T-shirts that have
really?
Yeah, the TSA is not a government organization.
I thought
it's
they
just
were
like
under
the IRS.
direction of Homeland Security.
They are, but they're not a government body. Just like the IRS isn't a government body; they're a private company too.
Wait, are you talking about the IRS or the Federal Reserve?
I'm talking about the IRS and the Federal Reserve.
The same thing
Don't even get
applies
started
to
on the
ATF.
Federal Reserve.
But so when I was back when they started getting those like full body scanners and whatnot, that where it literally just makes a 3D rendering of your naked body through your clothes. There's a company that was selling. There's a company that was selling T-shirts with printed metal on it. So it's printed in metal, and it has the Fourth Amendment printed there. So when they scan you, it literally has the illegal search and seizure amendment right there on your chest that they can fucking see.
One. I want to get one.
No,
I mean, I have no hopes of ever flying again. I'm perfectly happy staying all the way up here, away from the insanity.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Below.
That's kind of awesome, though. Like, I saw that. I'm like, I need to have one. It's like the Fourth Amendment just printed on your shirt in metal, and it just shows up plain as day.
Just to piss the TSA off. I'll
Yes,
show
exactly.
Up an extra.
Awesome. Where can we buy that?
I don't know. Just look up Fourth Amendment metal printed T-shirts.
I'd like to also point out something, as well as the American government back then that was structured. Guess where most of our law was based off of?
Where?
It wasn't just England. It was majority all from France. Like the courts were all based
Makes
in French
sense.
law.
Well, that's because at the time France was trying to help us with our independence. Like during the Revolutionary War, they were one of our biggest allies.
Yep, but how the courts are all structured in the legal system, that's all based in French law.
Oh, you found it? Cool.
I think I did. So I put it both in chat and private chat.
Let me open that up. Let me take a look.
Hey,
yep, that's it. That's the one.
Since you're talking about France, how many people know we almost got into a hot war with France right after the revolution?
Was that before or after the French Revolution when they asked us for aid and we're like, we can't do that
Because they wanted us to go against England. That's why.
Yeah, there was a terms and conditions that we would not stop fighting until the end of France's war, and we broke that agreement.
Yep, because we're we're Americans, fuckers.
Oh no, we break treaties like it's fucking candy.
Yep.
Apart from that, there's also another thing I'd like to bring up. As far as America's concerned, it's the reason why we're one of the most well-respected countries right now. But our neighbors, Canada, have actually talked to a few Canadians, and they actually wish to be like us and separate from England and the Crown.
There are separatist movements in Canada.
Yep, there are. Just real quick, I don't want to derail any of the conversation, but we have to take a quick commercial break from one of our sponsors. So we're gonna play this really quick, and we'll be right back.
Got a thirst the size of an ocean? Get SWF Energy. Our new serious strawberry flavor packs a punch that keeps you going all day long. No matter the challenge, SWF Energy is here to fuel your serious side. Dive in and quench your thirst with a burst of unstoppable energy. Get yours today. Available exclusively at the concession stand. Nutrition facts: serving size, 1 can, 12 ounces. Calories: 1,327% of daily recommended joy. Sugars: 9 grams, only on Wednesdays. Caffeine: 500 milligrams, one you should ever have. Mystery ingredients: 3.5%. We're still figuring out what they do. Unicorn tears: 0.001%. Artificial flavors: 120%, which you never knew you wanted. Gluten-free, dairy-free, sensory. Health warnings: may cause spontaneous breakdancing. Do not consume while operating heavy machinery or light machinery. Side effects may include uncontrollable giggling, extreme eyebrow raising, and irrational ear tickles. Consult your doctor to begin seeing double, triple, or cartoon characters in real life. Keep out of reach of small animals, big animals, and anyone who reads the ingredients. Not recommended for use during thunderstorm, underwater, or in space. May or may not turn your tongue seriously strawberry pink.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. That was our quick commercial break there. It's not a real.
Nice.
I just thought it was funny.
It is funny.
Oh, for Patriot. That's what you want to be called, right?
Yeah, you just call me Patriot. That's fine, Patriot.
So have you been to my channel before?
I've seen him around. I've met Sean St. George a couple times. So I've actually seen you. I've seen you talk with Coop. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'll just jump on for a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So the that commercial is something I put together today for our wrestling show that we do the first and third Thursdays of the month. And we actually might be doing one the fifth Thursday of this month because there's a fifth Thursday. We haven't decided yet. We're going to do a production meeting, but I threw that together because I thought it'd be a fun nod to something we did last time on the show.
Nice. Back to our conversation, I'd say America also in general. What really pisses me off the fuck is you got pro-Palestinians and you got these fucking Antifa fuckers all preaching for communism. It's like, do you not know what communist countries do? Especially this gays for Palestine movement.
I think they forget. A lot of us here kind of grew up at the tail end of the Cold War.
Even before the Cold War, the
it.
Second World War, they're supposed to know their history.
Well, they don't look at the quality of our education system and our kind of testing scores and how terrible that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of no surprise nobody knows. What is it? We did geography and Billy Von Bombstream with "Are You Smarter Than a Porn Star?" The bitch on there thought that Paris was its own country because they asked the capital of France, and she said Nice, which Nice is in France, but it's not the capital.
Yeah, but no, I've done my fair share of research in history, and surprisingly, I mean, Sean, I don't know if you know this, but did you know during the First World War, Poland actually stopped a massive invasion from the Soviet Union from taking over the rest of Europe?
No, my World War One history, I'll admit, is a lot more lacking than I understand.
Right now,
But
all of my World
both
War
of
One
those
history.
conflicts. If you're going to be a knowledgeable person,
Oh, I can't even hear you.
Yeah, you broke up there for a second.
Oh, sorry about that.
It sounded like it was a StreamYard issue and not a you issue though.
No, because I didn't stop, but it's probably a StreamYard or an internet transmission issue. No, I was saying if you're going to just be knowledgeable in either conflict, World War One or two, that's an astronomical amount of information that most historians will only specialize in one of those fields. They can't do two because the amount of information is astronomical.
Yep, but
everything I know from World War One is from the movie 1917 or the documentary "They Shall Not Grow Old."
I'll have to Discord you the link, Sean. But there's a movie on YouTube. You can actually watch the whole film. It's the Polish-Soviet War of 1920. The Soviet Union, pretty much Trotsky, Lenin, and Stalin, literally at the Politburo of the Soviet Union, literally decided, hey, let's just fucking take over Poland and the rest of Europe. And guess what? Poland said, no, you're not crossing any borders.
Fuck you are.
The fuck you are.
Is that how they got their war crime reputation?
The Soviet Union?
Poland.
Probably.
The Soviet Union gets their war crime from them being
Soviet Union.
commies.
We're well versed, but Poland's got a little bit of a dark history too.
Well, so does Ukraine. Ukraine's also had its fair share.
And Canada. You don't want to piss Canada off.
Blame Canada. Sorry.
You think we can run them over? Well, we have the numbers and the equipment to do that here, but if another nation tried to do it, they could probably do it by themselves. And they're going to create brand new war crimes that the Geneva Conventions will need amendments for.
Hold on, Sean. Let's backtrack here. It's not a war crime the first time.
I know. That's why they're going to have to amend the Geneva Convention because they're going to come up with a new way.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when Canada came in and burned down the fucking White House?
So, Sean, you want to talk about war crimes? I wouldn't look at Canada. I would say look at the French Foreign Legion.
Oh, there you go. That'll be one.
Oh yeah, because France can just be like, I know nothing. Because I'm pretty sure they treat it, well, they do treat it as their personal PMC, but they treat it as a PMC to take care of problems they don't want on official papers or official transcripts.
Let's see here.
But I could be mistaken. I do know it's a very hardcore military unit. It puts a lot of national professional militaries to shame.
Can I change the subject matter just really quick? Just make a little tour. Today is the 32nd anniversary of the initial confrontation at Ruby Ridge.
Oh boy, here we go.
So let's see. Randy Weaver's son and their dog were murdered 32 years ago today.
I just found a news story today. I'm gonna go get it because I put it in our Gilded, the Red Pill Rhino side. Not that one.
So if you want to talk about government overreach.
Hold on, looking at it. Okay, a South Dakota farming couple is facing like
do you want to share?
years in jail.
Can you share your screen with that?
Yeah, I can.
I'd like to see it.
Well, no, the Department of Forestry is behaving like Department of Bureau of Land Management, who I believe
BLM,
is responsible for the Ruby Ridge and Brady Ranch incidents. You got it up?
Yep, there it is.
All right.
I thought I muted my
So, ranchers are furious after an armed federal agent stormed the land of a South Dakota couple who were facing 10 years in prison over a fence if convicted and charged, or as charged.
Can you like control zoom in, make it just slightly bigger?
Yes.
Perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah, perfect.
I'll get rid of that cookie shit. Charles and Heather Maud, both 39, Caputo, were separately served grand jury indictments. This is going to be important later in the article. Of alleged theft of government property on June 24th by the Forest Service, Special Agent Travis Launders, who showed up at their door unannounced, armed, full tactical gear. It is
we're talking
stressful
about Ruby
financially
Ridge.
and mentally.
No, this isn't Ruby. We're talking about Ruby Ridge. This is something new.
Like another Ruby Ridge precursor.
Oh my God, Callie Ford has never heard of Ruby Ridge.
Oh dear God.
We're gonna have to like once you're done. I'll find a quick synopsis and we can go over a synopsis of it.
Cool. The couple are not allowed to discuss the case with each other because they were both served separately. They cannot be co-defendants. This is fuckery. This is federal government fuckery. So they're not allowed to talk to each other about the case, even though they're married.
That's
And
what's
so
hard.
yes. They're facing 10 years in prison and $250K fine each. That's not the important one. Ongoing tensions, because a lot of ranchers are really pissed off about this. Trying to look for the nuts and bolts and not give you the fluff.
I'm not going to trust any of these synopses. I'll just give my quick rundown with the help of some of you guys for Ruby Ridge.
Oh yeah, this is their problem. It's over a no hunting sign.
Wait, what?
It's over a no hunting sign that's on a fence post, or oh God, I've always struggled with this. Fence post.
Fence post, yeah, you
to
got
mark
it.
off government property. So allegedly, this is all about a sign, and they don't even remember putting the sign up. But some hunter got pissed off and called it in to the Forestry Service.
So the forestry put the sign up, and they're getting in trouble for it.
Nobody knows who put the sign up.
Well, this is why you
But
need
they're
cameras everywhere,
accusing.
and make sure they aren't ones that are connected to the internet.
Yeah, I'll have to say, dude got a good one, possibly.
Hold on,
You got a good-looking one, anyways.
I want to.
You got a good-looking one.
Oh yeah, no, he's like
Hey,
mid.
hey,
as,
guys,
he's
can
like
you-
he's mid as fuck. She's probably a good Minnesota 7.
Yeah.
Guys, can you recap the story for me real quick? I was having a deep conversation. With
Hold
my
on,
brother.
hold on, Bob. Okay, Bob. So the recap is the government sucks. Continue, Sean.
Okay.
Government sucks. They found a sign on the fence that belongs to the government that separates their land from federal land. And so they're going after these guys over a sign.
I
10
find that
years
offensive. I
in
find that
jail.
offensive, Sean.
Yeah.
You don't know how they identify.
I'm going to ignore that.
Continue.
Yeah. This actually represents a direct conflict to an agreed upon plan wherein landowners were working cooperatively. Oh, yeah. What is it? Pretty much they did everything that they could do to underhand the owners of the farm. And saying that, hey, we gave you notices, yet the farmer said we received no notices, but the government says, well, we sent it anyways, which means you were aware of it. And they're like, nope. It's a lot of admin and terrible. It's as if the government is actually actively going after them for something, for some wrong that we don't know about yet.
Where's this at?
South Dakota.
Okay, you know what this says to me? This is BLM. The
It
BLM.
was,
It's the
what was it?
Forestry Service, though.
Yeah, forestry. Forestry is
No,
different
no,
than BLM.
No, this is the BLM. This is the Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah, I know. No, Bob,
forestry might
Bob.
be under them.
Yeah, it is under them. They're the ones.
Who hopped out?
They're the ones that
Oh,
do
Outlaw.
control burns and shit like that.
Yeah,
And
Outlaw.
yeah, the BLM is asshole, and they need to go away.
Phil's over here saying BLM equals Bob's liver matters.
Oh, you missed it last night, Bob. Your liver was so black we couldn't run out of jokes.
No, that was great. I watched this. I watched part of the stream after I got done watching my movie. I went back and watched
So
part of
they
the
do
stream.
have a GoFundMe. Would you like me to link that for you, Ike?
Sure, if they have one, go ahead and post it.
All right, throw that in
We do
chat.
not. We are not affiliated with this GoFundMe. We don't necessarily support necessarily the
I was
GoFundMe.
barely-
But if you want to help fund them, you're welcome to help them fight off the asshole government. What was that? A Patriot?
I was gonna say, Sean, remember that video I sent you about Idaho?
Yes, I did take a little look at that.
Why don't you fill in
It's
Ike about that?
absolutely kind of fucking retarded because
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run.
There's
I'm gonna
so
run to
many
use the
reasons.
bathroom really quick and grab my last 2 beers. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves while I do that, or whatever you guys want to do.
Yep.
Okay, Sean, I was barely in Phil's stream last night. I was packing my bags. It barely heard.
Yeah. I believe the way it went was you were taking too damn long, so they started a game of Bob's liver so black.
That's kind of hilarious.
Yep.
You got to go back and watch that last hour because holy shit.
Yeah.
I never watch any of the live streams. I don't watch my own. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah, but when Ike gets back, Sean, I sent it to you on Discord, but we should probably show Ike what we're talking about because Idaho is a mess right now, probably.
Well, yeah, because the federal government is denying water rights where they're actually not grandfathered in, but they have entitled rights to the land water.
Yeah.
And the
I'm
federal
sure
government said, I changed my mind, so therefore, even though it's been the same way for, well, what is it? Idaho was a state
Since the beginning of statehood for them. I'm sure you guys have all seen the map of the BLM of how much of west of Mississippi the federal government actually owns. And it's like 98%.
Look at Alaska's map of what the federal government owns. It's humongous.
Yep, Ike's back. So yeah, Sean, see if you can send it to Ike and
Yeah,
show him this.
Oh, you said you sent it to me on Discord, right?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Sean,
what did I miss?
Sean, even in on Discovery Channel, they had a series called The Last Alaskans, and it's like basically the last generation of whoever homesteaded out in whatever wilderness that's out in Alaska, that even if they breed and have children, they cannot own the land anymore. They're basically going to get kicked off once they die. Even if they have children, their children not going to have a homestead. Their log cabin, anything that was built before them for them, it's going to be gone. It's just taken by the government, by the BLM, the actual BLM.
Because they're going to declare eminent domain where they have no right to.
Yeah.
Oh, did we lose somebody?
No, we lost the thing that you posted.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. Here,
Oh, we
I'm
had
gonna-
another person. Oh, yeah, Outlaw's gone.
Outlaw
That's right. That's
Outlaw
why.
dropped a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, that article's done anyways.
Yeah, but this is in Idaho, and I was really shocked that they're doing this.
It's like 15 minutes. We'll kind of reach through it.
It is front heavy with the nuts and bolts.
All right, good. So we'll watch part of this. You guys tell me when to pause, and we can pause and chat and whatever. So we don't get
I'm
too
gonna
much
go make
trouble.
a drink.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this because I have not seen this, and I'm trusting you guys.
Oh, let me get back in your chat. Yeah.
Is there any sound?
There should be sound. You not hearing anything?
I ain't hearing shit.
Hold on. Ah, I see what's happening. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I know what's going on. I can fix this. Give me 2 seconds. That's the one. Boom. Okay, you should be able to hear
On
it
May
now.
31st,
Can you hear
Idaho
it?
Department of Water Resources Director Matthew Weaver issued a curtailment order for 6
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, yeah, you can hear it.
groundwater districts. Is that a big deal?
It's estimated that about 500,000 acres are subject to curtailment, which is half of all the groundwater acres in the Eastern Snake River Plain. So for many reasons, that's a very big deal.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to As a Man Thinketh on Yanasa TV. So today I wanted to talk about what's going on in Idaho, because some of you have probably heard about this, but the state of Idaho has put a water curtailment order, which is basically a water shutoff order on literally 500,000 acres of farmland. That's a lot of potatoes. A lot of these farmers, this impacts about 6,400 water users, but a lot of these farmers that are farming this land have already invested thousands of acres, thousands of dollars per acre to grow potatoes.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Trevor Belknap. I operate a family farm, 5th-generation family farm in the Snake River Valley of eastern Idaho. And I just wanted to visit with you for a minute about the impacts of the water curtailment order that's been issued by Director Weaver from the Idaho Department of Water Resources. The situation in which we find ourselves is about as bad as it gets. Not only will we be out of business, many other businesses will be highly impacted, and you, as my friends and neighbors, will also be impacted because we're so interconnected. If the ag economy in eastern Idaho fails, which it surely will if this curtailment order is in place, it can remain in place, will dry up and blow away, just like it did back in the Dust Bowl of the 30s. Banks will fail, equipment dealers, car dealers, gas stations, grocery stores, all rely on the ag economy that's here in eastern Idaho. The children in our schools, how many of them belong to families who work in some form of ag industry in eastern Idaho? It's horrible, and we need to fix it. And I would propose to you that it is not a water problem, it's a management problem, because we have water. Reservoirs are full. The mountains are covered in snow. The river's been flowing well. So why now? Why, after we've planted our crops, we have crops in the ground that are already growing. Now, in the middle of June, they pull a curtailment order to say, you must cease pumping water.
I just want to point something out here. The private sector does everything better than the government does. So any kind of government organization is just going to fuck everything up.
Like, this is done on purpose. This is done on purpose. They've been destroying meat processing plants across the entire country. How many other fires you got here? I've even seen TikToks of fucking farmers have to destroy their own oil wells.
Liberals ruin everything. Like the controlled burns, like specifically in California, they've actually made them stop doing that because they thought it was destroying forests and shit. But doing the controlled burns helps get rid of like the underbrush and shit. And one of the biggest things about all of this, though, is like we have the biggest renewable resource that we have here in the Pacific Northwest is timber and lumber from trees. And trees are a renewable resource. We're cutting down old growth forests, but we're replanting them, yes. But still, the fucking greeny weenies are yelling about it because we're cutting down the trees. We got to stop logging. No, we can't stop logging. What's your house made out of, Bob?
It's made out of wood and brick. Are we going to stop digging up clay so we can't make bricks anymore?
Well, yeah, because somebody's gonna find some sort of weird fucking parasite that is extinct that nobody fucking cares about. But we're gonna have to do it. There was one time back when I was in high school that they closed down, similar to this. They closed down a bunch of waterways for a bunch of farmers in Klamath Falls for a sucker fish that's literally a parasite. So a bunch of faggots in fucking Salem, Oregon, which is nowhere near Klamath Falls, are like, we have to save this sucker fish. It's a fucking parasite. And they shut down the dams. They shut down the waterways. So these farmers couldn't get water. It's a similar thing to what we're just listening to right now.
Keep going.
The cost is huge. An acre of potatoes costs upward of $4,000 an acre to grow. How will that ever be recovered? They will not grow without water. And what will that do to everyone else that's reliant upon us in this area and the state of Idaho? What will the counties do for roads and bridges, police departments, ambulances, hospitals that rely on the tax base? Property like this will become worthless. Without water, the land doesn't have any value here. What will they do? We need to consider these things, and we need to talk to our elected officials. We need to call them now and push on them to find a workable solution, a compromise that will allow businesses like ours to continue to progress.
Okay, here's the problem right here. Talking to your elected officials. Your elected officials are bought and sold. Okay? We need to get rid of the politician. Okay?
Are you talking about anarchy? You're talking about anarchy.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
You're talking term limits and lifers that are in the system.
No. What we need to bring back is
when I say anarchy, a lot of people think that I'm talking like pandemonium. No, anarchy is controlled chaos.
Anarchy actually means no rulers. It doesn't mean no rules. Anarchy means no
controlled
rulers.
Chaos. Literally controlled chaos.
All right, we need to get rid of politicians. This needs to be not a profession. Okay, the way Rome handled this job back in the day, okay, every citizen had to be a politician, and they had to do it for 2 years. For 2 years, it was mandatory. It was like fucking the IDF.
It's kind of like in Israel. You have to serve.
It's kind of like the IDF. You had to serve 2 years as a goddamn senator. Okay.
Well, I understand.
Nobody wanted to keep that job. That was mandatory service because it was a shitty job and nobody wanted it. And that's the exact same reason why we should get rid of politicians.
Nancy Pelosi. Let's talk to Nancy Pelosi with all of her back trading and all that bullshit. Patriot had me pause it for a reason, and I wanted to hear what he was going to say.
Also, I mean, you have that aspect, but also you can contact Jim Jordan, the federal judiciary, to get this out in front of him. I mean, the amount of shit, if you're attacking an agriculture system of a state and they go public that with the media, there's going to be a serious backlash on that.
Exactly. Quick question,
with
though.
This media? I don't know about that.
If you're affecting your own food source, you think twice about that?
Well, hold on. So this is Idaho, and this is recent. And I live probably about a good 4.5 hour, 5 hour drive from Idaho, from where I'm at right now. So this kind of affects me at the same time. However, you're not wrong. If the general public knows about this, they're going to have backlash. However, the general public, the people that live in the major cities, the ones that are voting for these politicians that are making this happen, are the same people who's like, why do we need farmers? We can just go to the store and pick it up.
Where do you think your food comes from?
Yeah, they're the same. Like I said, they're the same retards that are like, we don't need farmers. I can just go to the store and get corn. Because they don't understand that we need the farmers to make the food that ends up at your fucking Walmart, ends up at your Thriftway, ends up at your Kroger.
Like, I live in Chicago, which is the state of Illinois. Okay, I've actually.
How come you're not at the DNC right now for me doing on the ground reporting?
Because I'm not a communist.
Well, you
And
gotta be
I
a communist to be there. Fucking Matt Walsh was on the floor yesterday.
It's not my point. Here's the point I want to. I've driven my buddy down to help him move to Oklahoma City. Okay, so I've driven all the way through the state, 6 hours. Do you know what the state of Illinois is?
I've been there a few times.
It is just all farms.
Yes, I've driven through Illinois. After I hung out with you, I literally drove down Illinois, pretty much almost to the bottom of it, and then I went right.
yeah, it's all farms. Like
it really was.
What do they call this? So
you know what my favorite place that I stopped in Illinois was?
Sure,
I stopped in Oregon, Illinois, and
it's
a small town.
Oregon.
Yeah,
there's a Springfield, Illinois too.
It's a small town, and they didn't have a T-shirt. I wanted a fucking Oregon, Illinois T-shirt, but I bought a newspaper. I bought a newspaper from them, an Oregon, Illinois newspaper, and I thought that's fucking awesome. I hung out there for like a good couple hours just talking to the townspeople. Just be like, yeah, I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I saw Oregon, Illinois. I saw the sign, and it was an unscheduled stop. I just drove there and talked to the guys at the grocery store for like 2 hours.
I think I remember we having this conversation before. But
yeah,
my point is
that was like 2 years ago.
Besides Chicago, the entire state of Illinois is just farmland. All we do is just grow fucking food here. My sister lives in Indiana. When I drive there, all it is farms. It's farms. If they call it the feed belt or whatnot. In fact, if Illinois became its own country itself, the amount of food that we export from here, we would be like ranked number 2 in the entire, GDP list of how much food that we export here. It's insane. And then you're not even talking about Iowa, fucking even down.
Yes, we have farmland, Bob. We get it.
Yeah, we produce so much food here that if that fucking Yellowstone super volcano went off, the entire world population is going to die because there's going to be no more food.
Yeah, definitely.
We export more than what we actually need. A shit ton of our food actually goes to waste. More than what is consumed.
I wanted to play more of this, but I wanted to give Patriot a last word before I play it again.
As I said, I mean, if people were getting more known about this, I mean, they'll be going apeshit, realizing their policies are actually what's killing them. Especially if you're killing off your own food source. I mean, you might as well have I'd say like a famine like the Holodomor in Ukraine.
Oh God, the Holodomor. A lot of people don't realize and know what that is.
Yeah.
You know what, Farsava? Why does that surprise you? That liberals are dumb and think they can just go to the supermarket.
Like I was saying earlier, it's like you have these fucking retards. It's like, why do we need these farmers? Why do we have to support them? Why do we need to give them money? Well, I can just go to the store and buy my peas. Or I can go to the store and buy my corn. I can go to the store and buy my carrots.
Because people are not taught about supply chain systems.
Exactly. Well, the other one that gets me is you have the fucking retards like AOC in fucking Congress, and she's on a plane and pointing her phone out the window and saying, "Look at all this farmland that gets to vote." Oh my God, that woman is so
exactly
fucking
why,
stupid.
Because most farmers are Republican.
Well, yeah, no, she's one of those people that's like, we need to have a democracy rather than a constitutional republic.
No.
Because the way that the electoral college is set up, like Donald Trump didn't win the popular vote, but he won the electoral vote, so he shouldn't have won in the first place. Yeah, no, that's not how this fucking works. All right, I'm going to play a little bit more of this, and we can discuss further.
Yep.
And grow and succeed in the Snake River Valley and allow those in the southern part of the state to also continue to go. We need to work together to find a common solution, or we're all going to fail.
Right? So they've got all of this investment into their land, and then the government comes out in June and says, water curtailment, you cannot water your crops, you're done. So they're pretty much going to lose that entire investment in those crops. It would cost millions of dollars, and it's not just going to impact the farmers, it's going to impact the entire economy for the state of Idaho. So I wanted to explain what's going on there and what I think is going to happen, because it's in the best interest of the governor of Idaho to do all that he can to figure out a solution to this problem. He would face a lot of backlash if he did not solve this water curtailment issue. The curtailment was put into place because the current laws and the current regulations basically state that that's what has to happen. So I don't know if this is being brought up as an excuse to go in and rework some of those laws, or if this is happening because there's definitely a water shortage there. We'll discuss that in a second.
Burley attorney Kent Fletcher represents several surface water irrigation clients.
My clients don't want to see curtailment. I mean, it's devastating to a lot of people.
You've probably heard first in time, first in right. In Idaho, junior water rights holders can only get their water once the senior water rights users have theirs. Surface water users, like the Twin Falls Canal Company, in most cases have senior rights dating back to the early 1900s. Based on Department of Water Resources calculations, without curtailment, the Twin Falls Canal Company stood to suffer a shortfall of over 74,000 acre-feet this season.
That's about 12 days worth of water in the long run.
Jay Barlogi has been with the Twin Falls Canal Company since 1992. He says they rely on springs flowing from the Snake River Plain aquifer for about 80% of their water. And while reservoirs and storage systems are topped off from a good winter in southern Idaho, in similar years, they've still had to reduce deliveries.
Our storage supply filled in 2021 and 2022. We reduced diversions down to ½ inch per acre in both of those years.
So half of the groundwater users in the Snake River Plain have been cut off from water. That to make up for a 74,000 acre foot shortage that goes into the surface water users. Now, the largest surface water rights user in this area just happens to be the Twin Falls Canal Company. The Twin Falls Canal Company is it's a 501c12, which is a nonprofit utility type of cooperative or corporation, and they control close to 250,000 acre feet of water rights, surface water rights. With that 250,000 acre feet of surface water rights, they service 4,000 customers and just about 202,000 acres. 200.
My question is, when they say 4,000 customers, are we talking like residential or commercial or even like agricultural?
Probably a combination of both.
All three?
Or a combination of all.
Okay, that 1 acre feeds that many amount of people. Is basically what they're saying.
No, that's how many users are using the water from the water company. So every individual account.
So technically,
that could be a farm, that could be a commercial business. It can also be residences.
Yeah, this would be like this company here is what I'm assuming would be like you're paying your water company from where you're at there in Chicago, and this is a water company, but it's also a water company that's it's in Idaho, so a lot of it's rural.
It's
and so
probably a private entity more so than what I think Bob is used to, where there is a government-sanctioned utility.
What they just said, and I don't know if you heard that, it was a 501c12, which is a nonprofit.
Okay, so it's got to be a utility company.
Yeah, it's a not-profit. I think they called it a, what's the word for it? Like where you have a bunch of people owning the thing, but they don't own it. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh fuck! I know what you're talking about.
They just literally said it. Hold on. Let's back. What was that?
I think it's a co-op.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. A co-op. Yeah.
Yeah, just like how my electric company I'm a voter on any issues that come up on the board because I'm a member as a customer.
Yep, makes sense. Hold on, let's see. Vanessa says, "Are landowners able to catch rainfall, drill wells at various depths?" Yes, they are. I'm gonna say probably. I'm gonna say probably for at least the wells. But however, a well isn't going to give you enough irrigation water to irrigate an entire field of crops.
It's gonna be a pretty shallow one. Because what is it? If you're talking commercial stuff, anything that has to do with waterways in the U.S. is under the jurisdiction of the Army Combat or Army Engineers.
Army. Oh, damn it! Stop.
Army Corps of Engineers.
Yeah, I was going to say Army Corps of Engineers.
So
Which
they
I think
have
it's
jurisdiction
still
over
under
all
the
of that.
EPA too.
Well, EPA works with them. So, like, say you want to drill to get, or like, say you want to put a dock on a lake, you got to get an EPA impact study as part of your permitting process. So, if you're going to go dig a well too, technically you're supposed to get a permit from the Corps of Engineers.
The Army Corps of Engineers are the ones that put all the dams on the Columbia River here in Oregon, and there's like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, their mission statement is the waterways in and around the United States.
Guys, fucking Flanders just went live.
No, I saw that. We're just going to ignore him. Fuck it. God damn it. Let's see
I
what
might
he's
jump
talking
over
about.
there in a little bit.
Oh,
Give me
hold
2
on.
seconds.
Let's go in there and just tell them that we can't hear them.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. That'd be hilarious, though.
And get him to restart the stream again?
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds here.
Oh my god, I'm maxed out.
Oh my god, his thumbnail had a
Contemplating
fight
for
with
about
an
an hour and a
erection
half.
this morning. Beat it.
Do I want to go live tonight or not?
Tell
Like
tell
an hour
them
and a half. I was just sitting there like,
everybody
shit I or
just
shouldn't I?
go. We can't hear you.
And I was like, okay, fuck it, let's go. And then, I didn't have any tabs.
Well, are we really going to say we
or
can't
anything
hear
like
him?
that.
Yeah, let's fuck
So
with
here
them.
we are.
Well, it's
Talking
shit,
some
does that
shit.
all the time.
It's fun.
I'm going to talk about some shit, and you're going to listen to some shit.
I'm not posting until somebody else does.
Let's see.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Don't really fucking know.
He did a live stream. He doesn't know what the fuck he's going to talk about.
That's Saunders for you.
Actually, I have no fucking clue what the fuck to talk about. Yes, you fuck can, Sean. Yes, you can.
All right.
And that was a fucking hilarious text too, by the way, Sean. That was hilarious fucking text.
Can't hear you.
Oh, okay. It's a Raid and Saunders fucking thing now, huh, Bob? Seriously, and Warsaw, fucking Sean. Fucks. I decided to come on tonight. I have fucking no idea what the hell I want to fucking talk about. But it's good to see you guys.
Keep trolling them. Keep
Yeah, Sean, I
trolling
couldn't
them.
believe that. Hey, we can talk about that, Sean. That gives me a fucking good. We'll
What
talk
do you
about
mean
that.
a raid? I
real quick,
can't
Sean.
hear you.
Sean sent me a text. Sean and his beautiful hair sent me a text.
Gay.
True.
And we have the least attractive hobbies for men according to women.
Well, this will be interesting.
The first one, guys. The least attractive hobbies for men according to women.
We'll get that one, and then we'll call it. We'll
No,
call
no,
it on
just
this.
keep
one.
pretending you
Back.
can't hear
Here's
them.
the median and the fucking X and the Y axis shit. Okay. Unattractiveness score.
I don't
Playing
care.
video games.
Honestly, no, playing video games. Of course, it's going to be playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. What was it? Patriot sent over this video.
Hold
It's
on.
called
Watch this troll real quick.
Oh my God, Bob! I don't want to fucking troll
Hey,
Saunders anymore.
games and have a good time and enjoy himself. Okay, we all get.
Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore. We're gonna watch this video, or part of this video. America's most corrupt city, Chicago.
I can believe it.
Chicago has never left the feudal age. Okay,
Not the most
the
corrupt.
facade
DC
looks
is.
terrific. That money goes directly to Abu Dhabi. $2 to $3 billion. That's poof, gone. When there's no base rules, then strong leaders develop. What Chicago has, and it's nowhere else in America.
Who's
That's
this
the
hobbit?
intro.
Who's this hobbit wearing this like nice suit?
He's a attorney out of Chicago, but this is the intro. But just skip the intro, you'll see what I'm talking about.
America's most corrupt city? Yeah.
Do I go? Do I go here?
Too far. Too far.
Right here. Probably right here.
Yep.
Chicago's corrupt, and it gets kind of squishy looking at the different numbers. One way that we know is looking at just some anecdotal evidence. 35 billion with a B in debt. 4 very large. Oh, you're no fine.
problem. Damn.
4 large pension funds that go for things like the police and firefighters and such. They have $10 billion in assets to cover that 35
I've
billion
been on
in
this
debt.
bridge.
We look at crime. Crime is up
Can you pause it real
20%
quick?
over the past 5 years.
Yes, I can.
So retirements are actually the largest expense on most private company and government expense sheets. It's so bad they can't keep up. That's one of the big reasons taxes get raised.
It's even worse here in Oregon. We have a thing in Oregon called PERS. It's like Public United something
Employees something.
Yeah, it's the government employee retirement fund, and that's the most corrupt thing in this entire fucking state. There's like I could talk for hours on how corrupt that shit is.
But there's also the movement. The federal government has done this with the military already. You don't do your 20 years and get a government guaranteed pension. You will get a 401k.
Oh.
And now your livelihood will depend on how well that 401k is. Because the government wants to get rid of. Well, that's what made Enron go bankrupt too. Was they were cooking the books because it was too expensive to maintain the retirement funds.
Yep. And maybe make more money or don't make good retirement funds for your people. But then also people might hate that.
But every individual needs to be responsible for their own retirement.
Yes.
Just because a company says, "Hey, we'll match you in contributions," or the government says they will, they could always say, "I'm done." And
do you know what
go,
my retirement
I fucking
fund is?
relied upon this because I was promised this, and you're allowed to say you're done.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what my retirement fund is? And this is a joke, 100% a joke. No, I've got a 45. I got a 45 out back.
Bob's playing.
Oh no!
No. Like if you actually keep continuing to listen to this guy on the level of the corruption schemes and shit, your mind will be blown. What's going on with this whole fucking city?
I'm done with the point that I wanted to make. So.
Oh yeah, we'll play a little bit more of this. Anybody wants it to pause, just tell me to pause it.
Guys, I'm finishing my AFK in GTA, but I'm listening.
Okay. Nobody cares, Bob.
Burglary, robberies, these sorts of things. Murders are slightly trending downwards. That's happening nationally.
You wouldn't know that by looking at the news. You'd think murders would be up, right?
Well, it's sensational, but data says they're slightly down. But we should be concerned about property crime and the like, and especially with Illinois in September, it will be switching to cashless bail program, right? So those who've been
serious, they're
cashless bail. When he mentions that, it's Safety Act. It's the Safety Act. Illinois Governor
I
J.B. Pritzker.
J.B. Pritzker is fucking retarded.
He's known as Burgermeister for a reason.
I did want you to pause on the thing about violent crime and murders going down nationwide as well as Chicago. Okay, Chicago might be able to say that because they have their own local statistics, but the nationwide numbers are only based off the FBI's directory of crime stats, which is always 2 years behind current year.
Do you also know why the statistics are going down for violent crime? Because we're defunding the police. We're defunding the police, and there's enough resources to keep track of the violent crimes, so they're going unreported because the police don't have enough funding to fucking do it.
No,
So
there's gonna be a- there's gonna be a surge of
statistically, the violent crime rate is going down. But that's because the reports of the violent crimes are going down as well because they're not being reported.
Yeah, because Democrats are good at cooking numbers like that.
Man, let's. I have to pee really bad again. I broke the
Convicted
seal.
of crime will no longer be
Go.
held unless it can be shown that they're an extreme.
Yeah,
Two
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this and then run to the bathroom.
I'm just gonna say, look at the black man. That's a sharp dressed man.
Oh yeah, that guy. That guy.
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like-
He's a.
Well,
he's
he's
like
walking.
He's
He's walking on the riverside.
Hold on. This other guy, but right behind him has a man bun. And
It will be switching
can't
to
unsee it
cashless
now.
bail program, right? So those
This
who've
is
been
from a
convicted
year
of
ago,
crime
okay.
will no longer be held unless it can be shown that they're an extreme, risk for.
Oh, he does.
yeah.
He looks like Scotty
Total,
with a man bun.
total man bun. Total man bun right there.
Wait, I didn't know Scotty was in Chicago.
No, don't tell Scotty because Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
Okay, I'm gonna play this. Run to the bathroom. I'm gonna not hear what's happening when I get back. I'll pause it. We can talk about what has happened, what they talked about, and then I can try to piece it together based on that. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. Guys, I think I'm going to do one thing.
So,
to finish
so there's a
my
concern
AFK.
about recidivism there and about repeat crime. But we have a school system in Chicago that is spending
Don't even get me
55%
started on
more
this.
now on 20% less students. It has been a sort of a grand failure nationally. 20% proficient in English language arts of the students in
literacy?
Chicago. 16% proficient in math.
16 for the whole city.
16. That's the average.
Okay.
So spending 50% more, 20% less students,
Okay.
delivering 20% and 16%.
But how can you
efficiency
blame that
rates.
on corruption? Isn't that a whole host of factors?
It is a host of factors, but if we take these together and we think about what does corruption do to a city and what does it do to a people? It removes resources that you would otherwise use in a well-functioning state to be able to deliver services. It's the slowest growing city for 2 decades. From 20 to 2022, it lost 80,000 people. In the year of 2022, it lost another 100,000 people. They're fleeing the city.
Where are they going?
Ooh, wow.
Largely going to places like Florida and Texas. Those seem to be two main drivers.
So they're leaving the state.
They're leaving the state.
Because in
and-
California, a lot of leaving Los Angeles and San Francisco, a lot are staying within California.
Right. No, they're not. They're not staying in
pause it.
Illinois.
What do we got?
So first, he touched on the education system in Chicago. So what was it, 16%, Sean?
I thought he
Don't
said
even
20, but it might have been another statistic. I went up to take a piss too, so I may not have caught everything.
Don't even get me started on the Chicago public schools here. First of all, the teachers have strikes like every fucking 2 to 4 years, and they have salaries that are 6 figures. They get paid like 100 fucking grand. Do you know what the literacy rate for Chicago public
Public
schools are?
servitude is not supposed to make you rich.
Welcome to the teachers unions.
Get the
and
number,
their
guys.
fucking bullshit.
Guess the number,
the
guys.
The teacher union industrial complex is number 3.
I don't need to guess the number because the literacy rate in Chicago is probably the worst in the country.
Just guess the number, Ike.
I don't want to have to guess a number. I just said I wasn't going to guess a number, Bob.
I'll tell you what it is. It's 19%.
That's
19% of fucking students in Chicago public schools can
Well,
read.
you want to talk about government fucking like corruption? Yeah, the teachers unions are the first place to start because here in Oregon they removed the proficiency in math and spelling to be able to graduate from high school.
You don't change the standard because the applicants are shit. Or
Do you know what? Do you know the main reason why they said that they changed all that?
Just to
Because
make
there weren't
people
enough. There weren't enough minorities graduate from high school in Oregon. They literally said black people suck at all of this, without saying black people suck at all of this.
Yep. But the literacy rate was 16%. He stated.
No, Outlaw's back.
Hey, Outlaw.
Yep. And he also stated that the fucking, what is it, Sean? I don't know if you listened, but the population of Chicago just alone was like what, 1 million? Then it was 100 million after that.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you
100,000. It was 100,000 or something. I can't recall.
No,
people are leaving. He was talking about 80,000 one year and then 100,000 in 2021. And he said they're all
his
going
numbers
to
are off.
in Florida.
It's more.
Bob,
it's Sean. It's more like 100 million. 1 million people a year are leaving.
Bob, yes,
Oh,
yes,
Bob.
his numbers are off because this is from 2023.
Okay, that's a year ago. Like,
But still, the legals and everything is just making it worse over that fucking
Yeah,
city.
so he's going off of information at best 2022 because those stats take a long time to get an official report on.
All right. Are we done talking about what we just watched? Do we want to watch some more?
We'll watch some more because there's you should see the grocery tax. There's actually a tax. They're paying for
grocery
food.
tax?
Christ.
You got to see this with the fucking food. It's coming from a restaurant, dude. Watch this.
More broadly speaking, beyond Chicago, Illinois has the highest property taxes. Illinois itself is rated as one of the most corrupt states, usually in the top 5. So if you're looking to leave Chicago, it's not enough just to head an hour or two out. You want to go somewhere for a fresh, clean start.
So what I'm gathering, Ben, is you like corruption. That's why you live here.
Hey, pause it for a second.
You enjoy the
Okay, Chicago encompass is Cook County. Okay, Cook County is a lot bigger than Chicago. All right,
Yes,
and
it is.
I even don't buy tobacco in Cook County because it's like $20 a fucking pack of smokes. I don't even.
Yeah, you roll your own cigarettes, Bob. Rob,
And I've been
no, you roll your own
I've
cigarettes.
been
Don't
doing
you?
it for like fucking like 15 years now, and it saved me like $5,000 a year, and it's much better tobacco. So, in the number of residents that
you
have
get good
fled,
regular leaf tobacco and roll it yourself, it's healthier. Granted, smoking is still bad for you. No
Bob
matter
smokes
what.
like a chimney, though.
yeah, I'm gonna.
But it is better.
I'm gonna go
and
have a
those-
smoke
you don't have those filters.
because I'm gonna do a nightclub cell mission in a public lobby in Grand Theft Auto. So that's gonna be very stressful. So I'm gonna take a time out for a bit. But the number of people who have left Cook County in the past year is over 1 million people. That's how fucking insanely taxed it is here.
Now, also, I like to address this on the issue. There's 2 entities with that state. The state of Illinois is not Chicago and Cook County. And here's the important thing about the state of Illinois. I never realized this because I'm in Indiana, but my neighbors are all in Chicago and Cook County as well as the rest of Illinois.
Where are you in Indiana, Varsava?
I'm in the southern portion.
Oh, okay. So you're down more by Kentucky.
Yeah, I'd say close to there, but yeah. But anyways, the point is, Illinois, I never knew this, but I found out, I looked at the geography of it. It's the only crossroads state. It's the biggest because you got all the air traffic coming from that area from O'Hare. You got all the railways there. You got all the truckers unions going through there. Every business everywhere in the United States goes through Illinois.
It's the rail yard of fucking. You know how many rail yards I have to drive over?
When I took my train trip to Florida, the one major rail yard that we stopped in was Chicago, and Chicago's a huge rail mecca when it comes to like trains and just like freight and everything too.
Not to mention, you also got Lake Michigan. You have so much freight that goes through that port
yeah.
all the time. It's not even funny. It goes through Canada and parts of the United States.
because they have locks and stuff you can get from the ocean to Lake Michigan, which that you can transport to like almost anywhere within that big ass lake.
And people always
and not just that, you can get down to New Orleans too.
Does it? Yeah, the Mississippi River goes up to there
all the way down.
But people always think, oh, that's the state of Illinois. Well, where do you think your goods come through? It's through Illinois.
Well, yeah, that's for the east. That's for the East Coast. Like we also have like Portland and the Willamette River out here in Oregon. That a lot of stuff on the West Coast comes through that fucking area too.
No, Chicago has glass towers because it's a major hub of trade and activity. I mean, it's the number 3 city in the U.S. because of its actual location, which is why, like, when the Civil War breaks out, the first thing I'm going to is the East Side, and I'm getting all the black gangs. I'm gonna go get all the Mexicans, and then Bob's
gonna be the white guy that's in charge of the black gangs now. You heard it here first.
I'm taking Chicago over.
Yep. Let's continue this.
Bob's gonna literally be the sausage king of Chicago. All right.
Smoke break and public cell mission break.
I'm close enough to be able to come in and do my work.
But you're in Illinois.
I am in Illinois. I am. I've got family here, and I want to take care of them. But
if you're living in Chicago, you're not an Illinoisan. Let's make that clear. You're a Chicagoan.
It's a similar thing. It's a similar thing. Like you've got Portland and Salem, like the I-5 corridor here in Oregon. If you live in Portland, you're not living in Oregon. You're living in Portland because the rest of the state thinks differently, votes differently, and probably has a lot more guns.
Yep. Continue.
And it's it's the land of Lincoln. There's a lot that's good in the state of Illinois. I love Midwestern people. I've lived on the East Coast for a good amount of time. It's a very cold, sort of soulless place. I love the heart in Chicago. I love the small talk. I love the banter. I love the people. But you're dealing with a.
Sorry, I'm going to make a joke really quick. I like to see that that Peregrine really took off after the events of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and he made something of himself. Sorry, bad Lord of the Rings joke.
City that has 50 aldermen. So think of it as 50 mayors with their own feudal little states. What Chicago has, and it's nowhere else in America, it's called aldermanic privilege.
Okay.
So if you are the store here.
What he's speaking of is an alderman. So an alderman is a representative of your district of the city. And so many times I've seen aldermen in Chicago have actually gotten arrested for so much schemes and corruption and lying to their feet that it's not even funny.
Well, yeah. Chicago is right with fucking corruption, and I know what an alderman is. It's just I've never really dealt with them because I've never lived in a place that had aldermen before. But I basically know what an alderman is. It's like a mayor of like a section of a city that has a say in what the city does. Correct.
Correct.
All right. Do you want me to?
Yeah, continue.
Sorry, go ahead. I rewound just a little bit because I wanted to hear the statement he was saying before he paused it.
Think of it as 50 mayors with their own feudal little states. What Chicago has, and it's nowhere else in America, it's called aldermanic privilege.
Okay.
So if you are this store here, Planta Queen, and you want to add on an addition here that would generally be allowable and the simple zoning variance, your alderman has to sign off on it, and he can say no for no basis in the law and reject it. And so your business streams can be shut down. They have considerable authority without any reference to statutory provisions, regulations to control exactly what's happening here. Now, if you're someone who cares about things like racial equity and some of the issues that we've seen discussed.
Nobody should care about racial equity because racial equity is bullshit. I'm going to continue.
By good folks on the left more recently. Chicago's still a very segregated city with minorities frequently being
Chicago is a segregated city, with the minorities being the ones that are doing most of the murdering of other minorities.
And
the south side of Chicago, and the north and northwest.
Sorry, am I not wrong though?
No, I was going to speak on that. The reason why it's segregated is because the federal government, during it some time ago, for the city when it was founded, it's cause of redlining. Because redlining was telling them,
Yes.
all right, you're supposed to have these homes that were being built for them, and they promised, all right, we'll give you housing. Oh, yeah. Guess what? You signed off your life away, and you just said, bye. Good luck with all the poverty.
Yeah, redlining was a really bad thing that happened. However, sorry, Bob, go ahead.
Sean, the south side of Chicago is broken up into fucking 3 areas. There's the southeast side, which murder, crime happens all the time. There's also Inglewood, which is kind of in the middle, and then there's the southwest side of by Midway Airport, where I am from. Okay, which is relatively, it's not crime free, but shit does happen here, you know, on a regular basis. And I walk to the bar, you know, 11, 10 o'clock at night, and I get home relatively safely all the time. But shit does happen here. So when you say the south side of Chicago, you're not talking about one specific location. There's different demographics of all the cities. And in the cities, it's called gentrification, which is fucked up because the area where the DNC and all that bullshit is happening.
That's
and
downtown. That's like just down from Trump
No,
Tower.
no, it's not, Ike. It's on the
not
the
downtown?
west. It's what we would consider the west side, which is where the Bulls played. Okay.
Yeah, because that's the stadium. It's just down the street from the
It's
Trump
right
Tower.
before you reach Lake Michigan. It's right next to it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's like 2 miles
fine.
west of downtown.
I'm fucking pulling up a fucking map.
Pull
really quick.
it-
Give me
pull
2
it up.
seconds here.
All right, find out where the United Center is,
United
as
Center,
opposed to
Chicago.
where it is located to downtown. It's 2 miles west of it. It's actually 3.5.
Here we go. We got United Center here. Let's pull this up. So here's the United Center in Chicago.
This location.
That's where the DNC is happening. Zoom out.
The downtown's right here. Pretty much
Okay.
right here. So this is
Okay.
the United Center right here with the red dot.
Okay.
This is downtown right here. I'm pretty sure of it because this
All
is
right,
where the
now
train station
scroll
is.
down. Scroll down. Okay. See all this? Keep going down. Okay, right around this park right here is where the World Fairs happen. This is
Wait,
where
this one?
Barack
Or
Obama's
this
house
one?
is.
Which
No,
one?
this
Which park?
To the right, like
This one?
no, up.
This has to be it.
Up.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
Science
geez.
Museum.
Science
There's the
Industry, where we were.
You got the shirt on, Bob.
I have the shirt on. Okay, this is known as Hyde Park, relatively safe area. Delivered there for years. All right, zoom out. All right, keep going down. Keep going to your right. Okay, this is known as the southeast side. This is where this is where all the crime happens, and this is where everybody refers to the south side of Chicago. That's not the south side of Chicago. The southeast side. Go to your left. Okay, and we want to find Inglewood. All right, which is zoom in. Go back up, zoom in. All right, right around this area, zoom in. Zoom in so I can see the number.
I've got Greenwood right here. Mount Greenwood right here.
No. Mount Greenwood is a nice area. Move back up towards like 79th Street.
I can just
All right,
type
you
in
see-
Inglewood and search Inglewood, Bob.
It's not going to give you it. But this is your relative. This is where the majority of the crime here and to the right goes. Now go to Midway Airport.
So Bob, Bob, I spent a good evening, a couple days at a hotel next to this airport, and I walked to a few stores. And I was not comfortable walking to those stores, and I'm pretty sure I was not comfortable for a good reason.
I walk this neighborhood all the time, Ike. And I'll tell you what, you know what, that Midway Airport, what you see right there, that is an economic buffer that stops all the crime that's to your right, okay? Because it keeps property values high because we have tourism here, okay? And we have a shitload of construction traffic everywhere. From Mr. C's right there, we drank. Ike, go to zoom in to the bottom right side of Midway Airport. Zoom in. All right, go right. Go right. Keep going right to the other side of the airport. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, right here. Hold on. Now zoom in on 63rd Street. All right, move up a little bit.
This is
Yeah.
Syria.
Right, 3 lanes. Fuck.
Wait, no,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, this is okay. So yeah, Mr. C's is over here, isn't it?
It's right over here. Zoom in right here. Right there. That blue dot. Up.
Which blue dot? This one right here?
No, up a little bit more.
That's a.
Up
I think it's right
and
here.
back to
right
the
here,
left.
isn't it?
Up and back to the left. It's the yellow one, I think it is.
This is King's Chop Suey.
Next cross street. Then talking about.
No, up and
It's
to the
not.
left.
It's on. No, Bob. It's
See
on
that
this side
open
of
parking lot?
63rd. It's on
See
this
that
side of
open parking lot?
63rd. This one right here.
No. Up.
This one.
And to your left. Left.
I'm just looking up.
Left.
looking up Mr. C's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll tell you where
There it
we
is.
drank.
Found it right here. Found it right here. We were nowhere near it. There it is, Mr. C's.
We were right there. That's it. Ike.
That's the one.
That's it.
Oh.
That's where we
Bob.
were at.
Bob, I got it.
Ike stole this. It's great.
I stole both of those glasses from Mr. C's
Yep.
when we were there 2 years ago.
Yep.
I live like a half a mile down the street.
That's not too
Yeah.
bad. All right.
It gets,
let's
it gets
keep
better
watching
for
this.
this.
West side of Chicago being predominantly white. On the north and northwest side, about a 90% blockage of low-income, multi-unit, affordable housing. So if you want to keep minorities out of an area, you give aldermen that sort of power. They've been routinely criticized for this. They promise reform, they promise better things. At the same time, you see about a 90% approval on the south side of Chicago when these sort of projects come up. So there's this sort of subtle form, maybe of racism, that's built into that because, aldermen are given this tremendous power, and rather than have specifically defined duties and rules and roles or professional managers in the city, we've still kept that power. Now, we used to do this. New York used to do this. Boston used to do this. But there were reforms that occurred in the late 1800s and early 1900s towards a more professional way of managing cities. Chicago has never left the feudal age, okay? You see that?
I'm sorry, I can't get over how short this guy is, and I wanted to make a Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa joke, but I can't.
Oh, dude, that's so bad.
Like, this guy is so fucking short. All right, I'm gonna keep it playing. We're at 2 hours and 42 minutes. Once we hit the 3 hour mark, we're gonna call it on the stream. We can still hang out and chat backstage, but we're gonna call it a 3 hour mark for the live stream.
All right.
That was such conviction.
No, I mean,
it's never left the feudal age.
It's bizarre. So now what they'll tell you, the alderman will tell you that this is a great system because I, as an alderman, get to be hands-on. If Topolobampo needs help, I can come right on down, I can write something up, and I can get it taken care of. Well, that's true if you're in the good graces with your alderman, or as the history suggests in Chicago, if you've paid off, if you've
Bob,
Yeah,
I got a question for you.
sure.
Do you know where Pasteur Park is?
Pasteur Park is. I went to Pasteur School. It's 4 blocks away from me.
All right, that's fair. Okay, that's all. Dozer was asking the question, so I was asking. We don't need to know where it's at. I was just curious they were just curious if you knew where it was.
participated in a racketeering scheme, if you've delivered your dues, then yeah, you're going to be taken care of.
So the mob exists here in a different way, a more benevolent way, let's say.
Right, right. Well, right now we're talking about public corruption, which is those folks holding public office using it for private gain. That's the definition of public corruption.
He just hit the nail on the head right there. People holding public office for private gain, which is almost everybody at the DNC and almost everybody at the fucking RNC.
Not going to disagree with you.
As an outsider, downtown, I see clean streets.
Right, right.
I see no tents.
No, Bob, Dozer's saying that Pasteur Park was their elementary school.
Dozer saying that?
Yep, that's what Dozer said.
He lives right by me.
Apparently. We can talk about it later, but we're going to listen to a little bit more of this. We're actually at a decent part, apparently, where people have popped to. So we're going to listen to this part here, and then we'll discuss it.
Oh my god, I have no fucking
Is those folks holding public office using it for private gain. That's the definition of public corruption.
As an outsider, downtown, I see clean streets.
Right, right.
I see no tents.
Yeah.
And no homelessness down here.
2023,
remarkable
different
these
from
days.
now.
I agree. No. City still run. Buses run on time. The city's clean. It looks nice. Chicago could still be so much more. Maybe people wouldn't be fleeing. Maybe it'd be a hub of entrepreneurialism as it was in the late 1800s, early 1900s. If you didn't have, public officials continually skimming off of private operations.
Okay, but restaurants like these, India House, the many ones we just passed, they seem to be thriving, doing pretty well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's not so hard that you're closing doors on places.
Well, it's not today, but when you look at the balance sheet and you consider that there's $35 billion just in pension funds alone that are coming due, $10 billion to cover it. Chicago's engaged in a series of sort of short sales of different properties and items to be able to meet their financial responsibilities over the past few decades.
Mute Bob so we don't hear the background.
That's going to catch up with me.
Did somebody say pause it? I don't know.
No, can we mute that background noise, wherever that is?
That's Sean.
Oh.
He can unmute himself when he comes back.
I just can't even hear it.
Here, okay, yeah, here we go.
The city eventually.
Okay, so how do these pensions get paid out if there's so much debt?
Well, there's been recent tax increases. Lightfoot passed another property tax increase.
What are your property taxes?
Oh, they're the highest in the nation.
Lori Lightfoot's terrible.
You tax food here. I thought that.
Well, she's gone now, but the person that replaced them is even worse.
Well, her last words were, "You thought I was bad. You voted in a socialist." That was her
she
last
probably
statement.
Did she actually say that?
That was her last statement when in office.
Hold on. I'm looking this up. Fucking fat finger. She said a socialist?
Yep.
So speaking of Lightfoot, you know what she's doing right now?
Don't even get started. It's on the Dalton case of that
Yup.
Tiffany. I'm well aware of it.
And the funny thing is, she's doing the right fucking thing.
Hold on, what was that she's doing that's the right fucking
Mayor
thing?
Tiffany of Dalton, Illinois.
Yeah, Dalton, Illinois, the quote unquote super mayor who is so corrupt that Lori Lightfoot was brought in to investigate her, and Lori Lightfoot is actually doing her job.
I'm not finding this. It might take me a minute because I'm looking through Google.
You're gonna dig through it. It's not gonna be worth finding.
Yeah, I'm looking through Google, and Google's probably going to definitely
no, but just take my word
suppress
for
that.
it. Her last words was you voted for a socialist. That was her last statement.
So it's like everybody, it's like everybody didn't vote for the lesser of two evils. They voted for the bigger of the two evils. And
Mayor Johnson.
Yeah, that guy was like greeted like a king at the DNC this week. Because oh my god, that guy's a fucking
joke.
hate Illinois.
Yeah, Chicago.
Oh, you're right. Chicago. I hate Chicago. I also have some family like connections to Illinois, and there's reasons that my family hates Chicago, but I'll talk about that at a later time.
Yeah, continue.
Oh, you want the video, or I can continue with my story?
The video.
That to be quite crazy.
Right. There's no escaping the great tax hand of Illinois.
Can you hold this one second?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to show you this. I brought this from the grocery store before I came over. I bought a kombucha, right?
Here it is.
What was it? $4.99, so a steep price, but we're in the city. I get it. There are two taxes on here. One is 3% sales tax, and one is a 25% sales tax. What is that?
Whoa.
We get a 3% sales tax.
Yeah, I don't.
So 66 cents on that drink,
Right.
which kicked it up to $5.65.
That's right. You know, it runs afoul of sort of the old, thought that we had John Adams. We're a nation of laws. We're not a nation of men. Chicago is a nation of men. This is the city of Capone. It's the city of Dillinger. It's the city of Daley's. And when you don't have strong rules in place, when you don't have, for example, the city lacks a city charter, which would be the equivalent of a constitution for it, when there's no base rules, then strong leaders develop. And they don't always act in ethical ways. I'm sure that there are many members of the city council who are doing a fine job, who are responsible public servants.
Okay.
But you can't, the numbers don't lie. Professor Simpson's numbers don't lie. What's happening to the city doesn't lie. And the historic instances of public corruption are in their face. One of the more recent indictments, that was Alderman Ed Burke. He was, I think, the longest serving city council member in
Wait till you get to the
history
car meter. You'll see
in
what it's
Chicago.
going to shock you.
He was caught.
What was that?
Wait till you get to the car meter scene. You'll see what I'm going to talk about. It's bad.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Does that come up real soon?
Yep.
Right,
The car meter.
Out on the south side, talking to one of his constituents about getting a variance for the Burger King property there, some sort of expansion. And there's a security camera right there. And it captured him telling him, well, you just got to hire my law firm. And you pay money into my law firm, X amount, then we're going to make sure this is all taken care of for you. Now, this is going to trial. I don't know whether Alderman Burke is guilty or innocent of ultimate charges, but it does suggest that there was likely a shakedown that was occurring. So it's a curious thing. If you're walking in Chicago, or more importantly, if you're driving and you're looking for a spot to park, you have a pay to park area up here.
Okay.
And
that's typical.
But what isn't typical is what most people don't know is that whenever you pay for parking in Chicago, that money goes directly to Abu Dhabi. Okay, it never hits the city coffers.
Okay, unpack that for us.
Yes. So
Hold on.
Yep. It's a company
Okay.
out of fucking India.
Let's let him unpack this. Also, I need to do my own personal research on this because I don't believe it. First off, just based on what this Hobbit's saying, I don't believe it. I'm gonna make short jokes this entire time. I don't believe it, just based on what he's saying. But I'm gonna let him keep saying it. But I'm gonna look into this.
Isn't Abu Dhabi a criminal haven?
It's a company out of India.
No, but just
Abu Dhabi. Abu
itself,
Dhabi is an actual
I
location
believe-
in India.
Yeah, but I think it is a criminal haven for people's accounting and their books.
I think that there's a lot of like call centers, like scam call centers out of Abu Dhabi as well.
Probably.
Area up here.
Okay.
And
That's typical.
But what isn't typical is what most people don't know is that whenever you pay for parking in Chicago, that money goes directly to Abu Dhabi. Okay, it never hits the city coffers.
Okay, unpack that for us.
Yes. So again, you're talking about things.
Well, I think he's leaving out that the company that runs the parking pays the city, so they give the city money to be able to run the parking thing. So the city is getting money; they're just not getting all of the money.
You're quite on the head, but not as close. Look, listen to what he's going to say, though.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Things aren't too bad. They're too hard here. The businesses seem to be doing okay. Well, in 2008, Richard Daley Jr.
And for those that don't know, Daley, the father, was in office for many years.
Yes.
Then Junior took over.
Yeah.
So he's known really well here.
Yes, absolutely. So at the end of his term, he decided a good way to make money for Chicago would be to sell or to create a 75-year lease. I believe it was sold to Morgan Stanley, then immediately transferred from Morgan Stanley to Abu Dhabi. And so the proceeds from this will go there. Now, there's been studies by the Office of Inspector General and I think another scholarly organization. It was sold at probably $1 billion less than its market value. And it's probably lost somewhere between $2 to $3 billion thus far in revenue that would have gone into the city of Chicago.
Okay, so the old mayor sold this to the highest bidder in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
So every time I put money or someone puts money in here, that's going out of the city.
It's going out of the city. They got their short-term
for
money.
75 years.
75 years. So they took a short-term gain to cover debt and problems that they were having. That'll last them for a while. And this is the game that Chicago's been doing. And then you sell a little something else, and you're going to cover that debt, and things still look. City's clean. We got a cleaner right here. Things look like they're going okay, but that bill is coming due. Okay. So this is losing somewhere, like I said, right now, $2 to $3 billion. That's gone. In addition to losing a lot of money.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yep. Looks all right in the surface, but inside, not really so much.
Well, yeah, like it paid, like the people that put that in were looking at the short term. They got their $1 billion, but they're gonna lose $7 billion in the long run when it comes down to it, because it was a $75 lease, 75-year lease is what I'm gathering from that. We're getting close to the top of the hour, and so what I wanted to do was I wanted to give everybody a chance to have a few minutes to give their final thoughts. And so I was going to start over there with you, Patriot. If you want to start, we'll go over to Outlaw. If Outlaw's not available, we'll go to Sean, and then we'll go to Bob.
And Patriot, you can find me on YouTube. I'm everywhere. I'm on Coop's channel. I'm on Midtown Outlaws. And yeah, you'll probably see me here every once in a while.
Awesome. You're always welcome to come hang out whenever we have an open panel. You're always welcome.
Thanks.
Outlaw. He's not available. Sean, you got anything?
Well, let's be vigilant about the corruption that's going on everywhere, not just the big cities, but let's look at our own localities. And if we could do something about it, try to do something about it.
Awesome. Bob, you got anything? You're
You're
muted.
Bob.
Unmute me. There you
You're
go.
unmuted now.
Okay, I got a lot to say about this. First of all, Patriot Varsava, thank you for joining us tonight. You're welcome at any time. And I say Warszawa because that's how you actually say Warsaw. Welcome at Polish because we don't have any actual W's in our language. Okay, I've actually used those machines when I fought my DUI for fucking 5 years. I've had to pay those things, and all that money went to fucking Dubai. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a load of garbage.
Abu
Yeah,
Dhabi,
and-
out of India.
Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
not Dubai.
Okay, Abu Dhabi. It's kind of the same area anyway. But
Bob, are you racist?
Does it surprise me?
Only slightly.
Does it surprise me, Ike? No, it does not. This city has been corrupt since the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Okay, since Al Capone, and it's what it's known for. Okay, like when I've traveled anywhere and people mention Chicago, and they find anywhere you go, if you have a White Sox hat on, there's two things the city's known for: is Al Capone and Michael Jordan. That's it.
Yep.
That's
Not
it.
wrong.
I've got a family history with Al Capone, and I'll talk about it at a later time. But what I'm going to do right now is we're at the 3-hour mark, so we're going to call it a night. I'd like to thank everybody for
Wow, we
stopping by.
went 3 hours.
Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
We're going to be doing some after hours shenanigans, so I put some links in both chats. If anybody's welcome, we got 2 people already backstage that are going to hang out with us after hours backstage. Anything goes, but we're probably going to watch some more of this video and talk about a little bit more corruption in politics. But I'd like to thank everybody. There isn't going to be an SWF stream tomorrow because it is an off week, but there might be one next week. So just keep an eye out for that. We haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. But thank you, everybody. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I already said that. We'll see you Friday on my normal Friday stream. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Na zdrowie.
I think I pushed the wrong button. Give me a second. I need to push the end stream button, not the leave studio button.